I think that it is time. So, with that, welcome everyone to the first stream of our brand new Unravel D&D campaign. Before we are going to be jumping into anything else, let's go over to everyone here. Let's see. Nope, not everybody's ready. There we see Vera coming up the stairs because she's a little late, but that's fine. All of you may speak now if you wish. Welcome.
I can speak.
For science!
That was a mistake.
Everybody heard
Everything is
that
a
twice,
mistake.
right? Welcome.
You shouldn't say that. We can all speak at once.
I am your dungeon master, Lucas Spike. I will be taking care of these people here today. Just, you know, in case for everybody who doesn't know at all who we are or what we do. We play D&D. It's going to be every week around exactly this time on Twitch. And if you're watching this on YouTube, go to our Twitch so you can check it out. For those who don't know who we are, I'm Lucas Spike, as I said. I'm the dungeon master. Let's just go down from left to right and down from up to down to everybody do a quick little introduction so people would know at least your name. Starting with Max.
I'm Max.
There we go. There we have Max.
Dang, boy. Dang.
And to the right of that we have...
Sky. Hi.
Hi.
My name is Sky, and it's the first time I'm here to join the Unravel campaign, and I'm super excited.
Yeah, for those who hadn't seen before, after we quit our last campaign and decided to start this one, it was a perfect opportunity to introduce a completely new player, and that's what we did in the form of Sky. And then we of course have next Vera.
Oh, me. Hi, I'm Vera. And I've been here for a while.
Yeah, Vera, my little sister who always has to play along.
And I hate it.
Who has to play along?
Mom
Next to
says
that,
it's a
we
good
have
play.
Yeah, we have Rick. I'm a musician by trade. You can check me out on Spotify if you want to.
first plug of the stream.
Yeah, first look at the stream. I also do some streams on my own, but they're not. You shouldn't watch those. They're fucking disasters.
Oh yeah, that's great self-promotion. And last
how you
but
do
not
it.
least,
Oh, and then we have Cherry, the one who was the newcomer before Sky, so thank you. Now I'm not a newbie anymore. And I do nothing with my life.
well, there we go.
I stream
So
on my own channel,
No,
but you
no,
don't even know that.
You're a photography student.
at least we are all
You don't
doing.
need to know that.
Unless we're all doing this thing together. So, is there anything anybody wishes to say or mention before we jump into tonight's very first game of the Nufandlind campaign? Hey, can I just mention something? I did not change the title of today's stream. You're welcome. For watching.
We never do that.
That's great. I mean,
Oh yeah.
that's off a good start. We know that.
That's just a good precedent.
That's how we always do
Hold
it.
on, Lucas.
Last campaign!
New year, new stream.
You
know,
had
not-
one
not
job.
a new title.
I had no. I don't have one job. I have multiple jobs at the same time.
So many
One
jobs.
job,
It's
and
okay.
you.
Okay.
insane.
Okay, for this moment, you had one job, just to install that stream.
Maybe we should give
God.
someone else that
Oh my
job,
God.
because I.
And someone
Yeah.
else should not
You
be
want
out
it?
to get it as well.
I mean, sure.
Yes,
Just saying.
one other person should get the job, and the only job they have is change the title before
It's
it
rather.
starts.
It's more difficult than you might imagine.
Oh no, I know. I started streaming like yesterday or something.
So,
You started streaming yesterday. How
No.
did I not know this?
Well, actually, I started Thursday.
Wait, you did?
Still, how did I
Yes.
not know that?
Why do we
Because I
not know?
didn't tell you guys. I'm sorry. You can watch me tomorrow.
No, that makes total sense.
I'll
But-
play Pokemon then.
If
I feel
everybody
betrayed.
is ready,
No,
we'll be
I'm
getting
never
into
ready.
the
I'm
first
not-
episode
I'm never ready.
of this new
And I was
campaign.
born ready.
No, you were not.
Bring it in, guys. Bring it in.
Yes, I was.
Mm.
Welcome to Nufandlind, a continent that has a rich history of ancient civilizations dating back to the days when the gods still walked this earth. After the Mystic Ages, the continent was decimated and its empires destroyed. A time arose when only the wild and uncivilized dared to call these lands their home. All that was once here has since been forgotten. Until these lands were once again discovered, and a new race set afoot on its shores. The dwarves of a far-off continent had sailed here and quickly settled in the northeastern mountain ranges. 1 second. Here we go.
We have a second. Oh my
So
god.
everybody, 1 second. So everybody can see the world's map.
Wait, that's us dwarf.
Soon, a number of folks made their way to this new world and settled it. The people who built on this land and took its resources disturbed the ancients' forces which lay dormant deep within its territory. And as the earth ruptured, natural calamities arose all over the continent. Primordial beings and ancient evil deities fought the prime gods in an event that is now only remembered as the Dawn Wars. Civilizations were once again decimated. The first of the dwarven colony of Homunde was abandoned, and the humans and elves of the lands were scattered. It took many centuries for civilized races to gather their remains and attempt to rebuild. Our story starts in the year 3183 AD, or after dawn. No more than 100 years ago, many of the world's ancient evils have been reawakened. In the past century, elemental spirits, lumbering giants, and majestic dragons have become a less rare sight. Though many see these ancient dangers as a problem, others embrace the mystique of this strange land. This continent still remains largely unexplored, though many of the civilized races have managed to settle down and expand their domains. The old dwarven kingdoms who border the savanna steppes to the north have dug themselves deep within the mountains. Their first colony of Homunde in the northeastern mountains has been abandoned since the ending of the Dawn Wars. Their prime deity, Mordin, urged them to heed his warning. Dag und die borost moet onros belest. Or, that which lies beneath the dirt must be left undisturbed in the common tongue. Many of their folks have made their way across the valley and settled in the western mountains, in the city known as Coppermunde, a rich and powerful kingdom that is now on the edge of collapse due to overpopulation. Without aid from the other countries because of the negligence of them following the aftermath of the Dawn Wars, many dwarves now seek elsewhere to find a place they can call home. One of these places is the gnomish metropolis of Barbadoof, a technologically advanced society of gnomes that have settled in the western mountain range known as the Mountains of Might, where Dragonborn and Goliath still fight the wars of their ancient ancestors. Many dwarves don't dare venture so far across the continent, for they must cross the central plains of the continent known as the Wildlands, where orc hordes and goblin tribes still roam undisturbed. On the eastern shores, we have the human kingdoms of Genova and Mornadale, two countries full of interconflict. Mornadale suffering through an intense civil war no more than 5 years ago, before the former king's sons reached a peace agreement and now rule the land together. To their south, the kingdom of Genova, who is on the cusp of following in the footsteps of their northern neighbors. Their king passed almost a year ago with no discernible heir. Many of the nobility claim to be in possession of the king's crown and his blessing to take the rule of the kingdom. Others still believe there to be a rightful heir, to come and wait for him to come home and to claim the throne for himself. all while their country is constantly having to deal with pirates that roam the lawless archipelago that resides off their shores. Many lands within this continent still remain unexplored, and many of its ruins haven't been touched in thousands of years. Be that in the wild sylvan steppes to the north, the desert quiet wastes to the east, the jungles of the old woods, or the swampy howling wastes to the south, or the freezing plains of the old lands past the frozen sea. Many seek to explore and discover all that once stood upon these lands, but can anything be learned from these empires of old? Our story begins in the elven homeland of Dorelia, west of Mornadil, the only civilized land that borders the jungles of the old woods. There, on the edge of the known world, stands a small outpost that is only part of the kingdom in name. The absence of guards and other officials of the country make it an unruly and dangerous environment. But many of the explorers and adventurers have called the outpost Primoria their home for the time in which they ventured into the unknown. Within the outpost stands the rather small Green Coin Tavern, where a group of travelers are fated to meet. As the early sunlight slowly crawls its way up the long red hair of a haggard traveler, its bright shine awakening her in the early morning, Vera, would you like to describe your character, please?
It is a fiery redhead. She has fire-like hair, like red on top and like yellowish at the end. She wears a blue blouse. She's a human, and she like has black boots and normal pants. She wears a staff with her, with a flowery design. And she has a little scar around by her eyes, and she's just a regular human woman, actually.
Okay. As you blink a few times and move to get the sun from your eyes, you look over to the other bed within the room. There, awakening around the same time, someone of shorter stature and begins to sit up in her bed. Sky, would you like to describe your character, please?
Yes, of course. I'm a halfling, as you can see on the picture and at my pointy ears. I stand 3 foot tall, and with my beautiful orange coat, which has yellow details. My eyes are emerald green, and I have a curious look always on my face. I have a lute, handmade, with also beautiful silver details, and I have my rapier called Barrel's Pride. A dagger is put on my left hip. My brown hair is a bit curly and long, as I like to whip it during a performance. Yes, you guessed it, I'm a bard. Brianna Goodbarrel, or Brie, nice to meet you.
And I think we failed to mention, but Vera, you're playing a human sorceress.
Yeah, sorry, I said human, but
That's
not so. But yeah.
The two of you awake in your room, and this being the first day after you have arrived in the outpost, what would you like to do?
I would like to get some breakfast, actually.
Yes, same.
Probably a good idea.
And the both of you get up and out of your bed, prepare yourselves. And as a smell of prepared breakfast reaches your nose, the both of you get ready to start the day. You grab your gear and move down the stairs. We move to the lower floor. As within the tavern itself, 2 burly dwarves are currently seated at a small table with their morning breakfast. Max, would you like to describe your character, please?
Well, indeed, you see a burly ginger mountain dwarf with a well-kept great beard. Beautiful green eyes that complement it. He's wearing a well-crafted armor that looks like it truly has never seen a day of combat. On his belt hangs a small anvil with the tools to use it. And for those familiar with Moradin, you see symbols of the deity scattered all over his armor, for he is a forge cleric. That's what you see.
Sitting beside you is your traveling companion for the past few weeks. Rick, would you like to describe your character, please?
Of course. You see, lesser kept dwarf. His clothes are raggedy. He wears mostly scraps of clothes around his arms, which he obviously uses to repair his scrappy shirt and scrappy pants. He has his hairs in a braid, which are usually well kept. He has a much smaller beard. He has hazel eyes. Wears a backpack usually, with a scroll case or a map case, as is the case, hanging beside it. He has two hand axes on his side, which are strapped to his pants with a rope, which is also functions as his belt.
Right.
And he has now sitting next to him because he's eating food. He has two knuckle dusters laying on top of one another, which are pretty worn. They've seen a lot of fighting.
Okay.
Also wearing a scarf with feathers, and which he uses to weather all types of weather, hot, cold, wet, whatever you want.
As the both of you sat ready for dinner, for breakfast, a man puts an additional chair at your guys' table. Sitting down, you see an elven man wearing a set of fancy-looking studded leather armor, long black hair, and a set of piercing green eyes. As he sits down and looks at the both of you, he speaks. So, I've heard you have had quite a bit of trouble on the road yesterday. Am I wrong?
The one that we was that the one that we
Yes.
gave the map to?
No, this is not. This is a complete stranger to you.
Oh yeah, we did. We had some odd pals, which we had to deal with.
So I've heard. I came to approach you because I'm in quite a predicament, and I'm looking for a group of individuals that has some capable hands.
Well, this one here has certainly capable hands when it comes to beating things.
I have heard
Now,
that.
I personally am more of a artisan myself, you see.
Right.
Won't shut up about this beard, though.
Well,
Excuse me about my manners.
small.
My name is Elkian, and who may you be?
George.
Utsil.
George Utsil. Nice to meet you. I've heard that you were not the only ones to run into some trouble, nor have I been the only one that ran into it. Me and my compatriot, for the past couple of days, have been following an individual that we desperately need to find. But we do see some danger in traveling the road with just the two of us. He kind of looks around for a moment around the tavern before he reaches down and, as if to grab something off of the ground, he raises something up and puts it on the table. Standing there now on the table, moving, strangely enough, a living creature. You see Cherry. Would you like to describe your character, please?
Hello, Zira, the 2 feet green kobold. I like science and I like acids. Everything around me is curious and wonderful. I have a big backpack that holds many things, more than you could imagine. I have a gun. It's an acid gun. It's a crossbow. It shoots acid. I love it.
As you see the overly energetic kobold step onto the table, Elkian looks around and turns his attention to the stairs, where at the moment, 2 other individuals, dressed for their morning routine, come stepping down the tavern stairs. He sees them and speaks over to the both of you, Farah and Sky. He goes, "Excuse me, ladies, may I have a word? Come and sit." He moves his hand, and almost as if he pulled them himself, 2 additional chairs find their way towards your table.
while we sit.
Hey, you guys sit down. He waves over a couple more breakfasts is set for everybody. As Elkin once again speaks, he goes, I have heard that you also ran into some problems, and you were actually helpful in aiding the owner of this establishment.
Yes, quite.
I do not know what brought you all here in the first place, but I do have a proposition. Me and Zira here, and he pats the small kobold on the shoulder, almost encusping her entirely with his hand. He explains, I traveled into the forests, into the jungle, with an exploring group of my own. When we ran into the wrong layer, many of my party members were killed. And though my party no longer manages to continue on our journeys, I do wish to complete that which I came here for. But the murderer who took out everyone is, sadly enough, another member of Zira's colony. He had ran away, and we have been tracking him, finding multiple less favorable scenes along the way. I have tracked him in the couple of hours that I had before returning this morning, and I found that he had made his way over to a set of cliffs not too far north of here. What I wish is for a group of capable hands to follow the tracks that I had laid out, find this individual and bring him to justice. For that, I can pay you all 100 gold each. After which, I am very much willing to share my map with you, which indicates a couple of locations with points of interest. Which, if you are all truly explorers, which I expect if you come to an outpost such as this, I wish for you to venture into these, find that which I thought lies within, and whatever else may be there is for you to grab. Unless you, of course, had other plans.
Yeah, my condolences.
Is that your pet?
No, this
Sure,
is
small.
This is a kobold. She has a mind of her own.
Oh, I figured.
Speaking like a
And the
pet to
bride's
you
one
because I'm
adapt.
only 3 feet tall,
I wasn't
and she is
talking about
only
you.
2 feet tall, but she's still and she's still not a pet. Come on.
It looks like a lizard to me. I'm
No.
sorry. I just.
Well,
He
Zira,
hasn't been
I will
far.
help you.
He hasn't been far. Don't mind him.
I've never seen one of those things. I mean, I've never seen one of your kind.
Angie, will you help her too?
Could you?
Well, if you are, then so am I.
The place you were talking about.
Yes.
Could it be an ancient rune? I might know more about that. But
I did not venture too close, but it looked to me as it was a set of cliffs. His tracks led there, and assuming, I think he's hiding there somewhere. I did not.
I was talking about the other place.
Right.
but-
Some of the other locations are indeed ruins of some sort that me and my party wished to have ventured into, but are no longer able to. To be frank, they were not friends of mine. I had hired them, and I was told they could do a good job, but sadly enough, a single kobold seemed to have been their demise.
Well,
That one?
No, not
probably
this
not.
one.
No!
No.
Oh, okay. It was.
Helping him! Who did it? I'm gonna punch his ass! Like this!
Well, you'd be the right size for that.
Nah, she'd be punting size. I wouldn't get too close if I were you. But yeah, of course, I'll be happy to bring him to justice, or bring them to justice. Him, her.
That would be great. As I said, there's 100 gold in it for you each. If you can bring me proof of their demise or subsequent, well, as long as I know that he ended up in the right place. I would be happy.
Well, my name's George Wayland. Who are all of you? Because
Well, I am Angelina Burton.
Pardon?
Angelina Burton.
Angelina.
All right,
Okay.
Angelina. That's all right.
This is Brianna. She has been traveling with me. And you are, Mister? Not you, George. The other one.
Oh, yeah, of course. Great to
gonna
meet you.
say-
I'm Utsil.
Almost worried you had short-term memory there. All right.
And my name is Elkian. I am a merchant and entrepreneur from the capital. I think, unless there's anything you wish to prepare, if you follow the western road, I have marked a tree with a piece of red cloth. From there, you must head north. Eventually, you will run into the cliffs. Be careful, if none of you have been in the jungle before. It is quite a hazardous place.
I've been in the jungle before, right? That's the only expedition I've
You have,
gone
yes.
to. Yeah. Ah, don't
Definitely
worry.
been there before.
I will. I'll
Is there
guide
a
them
path or like signs we can follow?
through science.
Well, there's always first time for anything.
Well, as I
So-
said, there's no signs, I'm
Josh.
afraid, but I marked it with a piece of red cloth. If you go north there, you eventually will run into a large set of cliffs. There, I believe he's hiding somewhere. I'm afraid I cannot give you any more directions than that. As long as you don't get lost and you keep following north, you'll be fine. You should
These
be. at
previous
least.
people you hired, right?
Yes.
How they died? They went in there and they never came back, or you were with them, or
Well,
Oh, it was quite awesome.
I entered the lair first, and the moment I turned back, most of them were... One of them was impaled with a spear, and the other have been
Oh,
subsequently attacked, and it wasn't quite a nice sight to see. But if you're a bit more careful, I'm afraid if you're a bit more
Don't
careful,
forget
you
the
should be okay.
beheading.
well,
Someone
you
had
don't
it
need to go into
ahead.
details.
oh,
One of
you're
them
sure
lost their
that we are?
head.
We'll be fine.
Well, I've
We'll be
heard that all
fine.
of you, including Zira here, have handled themselves pretty well, amongst some trouble on the road here. That's more than I can say for many of the other treasure hunters here that just quickly try to get in and out of places without really running into any type of confrontation.
Well, you gotta know how to handle yourself if you're going through the jungle. It's quite hazardous.
I've heard.
We've experienced. Those dogs were they were no.
You saw orcs too?
Yeah, we did 2 of them.
Hmm.
Ended them. They attacked poor elven man,
Urchin?
I think.
Very curious and very interesting.
No, it was quite
It's quite
disgusting,
gruesome.
really. Yeah.
Yeah. He threw up a couple of times.
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, no time like the present. I'd say let's go as soon as possible.
Well, you may
Oh, still
all
daylight.
finish breakfast, and if there's any other preparations, if there's any supplies you require, I can provide those for you. Otherwise, I think if you do
Got these
succeed on
fists
this,
right here.
if you do succeed on this, it could be a prosperous business venture for all of us.
Okay.
Elkian gets up, grabs a satchel from the ground, puts it on the table, and takes out from the inside of it 5 small red liquid vials. Puts them in near any each of you. He goes, "These are a couple of healing potions. If you manage to find yourself in some trouble, drink this before you end up like my other party did."
Is this like an
With the
alcohol?
alphabet. Hmm?
I'm afraid it's not alcoholic. That would be quite the opposite
Well, I
of
do
what
need
it's supposed to
something
do.
of that.
Probably.
I'm not going in there sober.
Right. Elkian waves over the UNT barmaid and discusses with her to provide everybody here, or everybody here who wishes, with a strong tankard of ale before leaving on the morning journey.
Yeah, of course.
With a slight bow and a nod, he leaves the 5 of you to your business.
If the maid comes back, I'll dip her a coin.
Right. She takes
Do
it.
any
and
of
takes the
you
food down
know
for everyone.
Well,
anything about this? Because I feel like I really hope any of you are more experienced than I am.
Well, of
Yeah.
course I do. I lived with the guy.
I have absolutely no idea.
No idea.
Oh no.
We'll be fine.
Did I just get dragged into something I shouldn't have?
Probably.
Probably.
Well, you were already dragged into something.
I like you.
Yeah.
You have fun.
Anyway,
I have one question for you. What you experienced, did it have to do anything with a merchant that was
you
attacked?
mean just now? I don't know if it was a merchant. I think it had they stole a bow from him, and well, it's kind of a gruesome sight. We saw him on the road. He had a sign. His head was chopped off.
Ooh.
I remember this large black horn. They wore like some sort of badge or signia.
Oh,
You mean this?
I got.
And I
wait.
take out the orc insignia I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one as well, right?
Yeah. The both of you take out a small
This one.
insignia, and it's the same one.
Do we recognize it?
The both of you would recognize it as you have seen it displayed on the armor and shields of not the half orc you met, but the other orcs that emerged after your conflict with him had subsided.
Oh, you got the same one. Yeah,
Okay.
We have the same group. Well, not the same orcs, but from the same group. How exciting.
probably they were marking things on the map, probably trying to attack this post
I wouldn't
or
know.
something.
The ones I met just hunted a panther and I killed our prey, and so they were mad at me. I killed them back, except one. He ran away, but he's badly burned.
Well, I'm pretty sure those ones were the ones that killed the elf. They had his head strapped around on his shoulder, right?
Yeah, was.
I don't know why you would make that fashion statement, but
I don't know why we have to keep talking about the head.
Well, I saw back at my colony what Elkin was talking about. There was a tiefling and she was missing a head. Very fun.
Why is
probably
it
the
missing?
same ones.
Why is it always missing a head here?
I wouldn't know.
Can we
Also-
avoid that?
Trophy, probably.
I have a question. Are you perhaps nobility? I really want to know.
Me?
Yes, you?
Yes.
Yes.
Very interesting.
Why?
Oh, I've never actually met a human, so it's very fun to meet a nobility, one of noble descent.
So,
Yeah.
have any of you traveled jungles before?
Well, not really. I've lived here basically all my life, but I've never really went out the cave.
Fair enough.
I think I have the same story. I've never traveled in my life besides my guild.
Are
Oh
you?
boy.
But I feel
Well,
like you know
Angie
that
and I have
already.
traveled.
Hmm?
Well, Angie and I have traveled, but not through jungles. Maybe the forest here and there or the city, but no jungles.
jungles are quite different. Can be quite a problem if you're not prepared.
Can be more positive. Can be like, oh, jungles have all this great stuff about them.
Yeah,
They have a lot of
Panthers.
biodiversity, but that's also a problem.
Oh well.
there are panthers. They're very
it-
cute, but very
Maybe I can
dangerous.
write a song about it. Maybe I
You'll
can
be
write a
quite
song
wet.
about
It probably will rain a lot, so be prepared for that.
it. Oh. Okay, raincoat it is.
If that exists, probably. Yeah, that's probably good.
Yeah, maybe.
Or a good scarf, that will work as well. Will work in any weather.
What a actually well-kept big beard.
They'll get really wet and they'll become really heavy.
You were just jealous.
No, it's quite annoying. Why do you think I have a short beard?
I was just about to ask, because that's why.
Well, it's also easier
Can't
to
grow
keep,
any longer. Maybe he
dwarven
can
kind.
grow any longer.
Maybe.
That's what I'm saying.
It
you
shouldn't be
just-
true, because I've read about dwarven kinds but never actually met them, and they all have long beards in description, so it's
Not
very
all of
curious that he
them.
has a very short one.
Just it's easier to keep in weather
Okay.
and on the
He
road.
probably just has a bad diet. Just doesn't want to admit it.
Listen. The fact that you have a longer beard, that's let's just go soon, okay?
Okay.
I think
Lead the
it's
way.
a little bit of a touchy subject. His beard. So
Oh, I've been.
maybe not talk about it.
It's fine.
Why not?
He's been talking about it the whole way for
Oh.
weeks.
That must be hard on you, or not.
It's honestly
He can
quite
handle
fun.
it.
Okay, then it's okay.
If when I finish my breakfast, I'll put on the knuckle dusters and then hit them together and then okay, all ready.
Lead the way.
Where do we have to go exactly?
Well, to a tree he marked with red cloth, and then up north to cliffs, and there we have to figure out our own way.
Yes, but do you know where this tree is or not?
Good point.
That direction.
Up the
points
stairs.
west.
Direction does she point in?
Just point
Points-
any direction.
Oh, well, then you know, just any
Are
direction.
you sure?
Very.
We'll follow you till then, and then
Okay.
we'll be fine.
You all make your way out of the tavern, and once again step into the inside of the small palisade wall of Pomoria Outpost. You see a couple of other tents of those travelers who do not wish to stay within the tavern itself. You see the forge of the smithy once again burning, and some of the guards seem to be the small set of guards that do, take up arms within the outpost on their own accord, they're basically people that live here, that just protect the place. They seem to be in less in number today. Some of them seem to be out or missing, but it's something you would notice. You all make your way over to the western gate of Pomoria Outpost, and that is where you all begin your travel. I would like to know what the marching order is.
I'll go first.
No, I was going first.
Well,
Yeah, we
I was
were
leading the
following
way.
her.
I was
you
leading
can
the
my
way.
shoulder.
I sit on his shoulder.
I will
That's possible.
definitely be with Bree.
Okay.
I'll stay next to the one I know is capable of taking some hits.
So not me.
So I don't have to.
Not me.
So you stay beside him?
Yeah.
Aye, very well.
I mean, the other person has a guitar as a weapon, and one has a stick. with a bar
Stick,
and,
yes, a very
So here
long
we have
stick.
the very nice looking, but me not being able to show off very well, miniatures that were painted by our very own Max that we still have to make some good pictures for before we
Ooh,
put
la
them
la.
before we put them on the Instagrams. But I will show them. You also notice the moment you guys step outside, the kobold puts on these very thick tinted glasses, very strong sunglasses. With that,
It looks great on you.
I mean, if it
Cute.
works.
Isn't it a bit heavy?
I very much can't see without them.
Good point.
planes.
I
you
suppose.
all begin to travel in the western direction, following that which functions for a path within the forest, but at one point it's no longer a path, but just becomes the only area where there aren't necessarily too many trees blocking your way. About half an hour worth of travel, you do find on your right side, the northern side, a tree that has been marked with a strip of red cloth that has been tied to the tree. There you all turn right and venture into the deep, dense foliage of the jungle.
Oh,
Before we go in, I have one question for all of you just met. I'm sorry. One of you is a musician. The other, I don't. I want to know what I'm working with here. I'm very unsure already, as you perhaps can see. Please tell me you're like amazing.
That one can play a tune while I beat them.
Yeah, I can play a
Yes.
few good tunes and make sure that you get a longer beard, long fella.
I haven't told you.
Wow.
What? How did you guess that?
She can read minds. I
You
just
say
know
long
it.
fella because you're longer than me. So, okay.
Oh, fair.
Of course,
Just
that
a
makes
bit,
sense.
but okay.
I forgot
Yeah.
that I'm longer than you.
Yes, you're longer than me. I believe
not,
3
not by
foot tall.
much though. Not by much. I'm quite sure.
But
No,
You're
not that
like-
much.
you're like actually going to play a song. I mean, that sounds great. Is it like magical?
Yeah, and I also have this friend over here, and as I reach to my rapier. It's
Is it a
called
well-made
Barrel's
rapier?
Pride, and it has... Yes, and it's called Barrel's Pride. It has served lots of my family when... family members when we were attacked. So, I think I can defend myself. Or at least I hope you will help me. Then I will help you, of course. I will drink a good beer at the happy end.
I just use
Yeah.
magic. And I can hit with the stick.
well,
Should be part of
stay,
this.
stay in the middle of the group, I'd say. You don't want to be left.
No, I would not. That's indeed very true.
I kind of was hoping for you to be like, oh, I don't know, sell yourself a little.
Well,
Uh,
should people with this? And I take out the acid gun.
That looks dangerous. See, that makes me.
It is very dangerous.
You see a modified crossbow, which has a decent vial of acid on top of it with a tube sticking out.
That way. What?
In
They're gonna
a
explode.
weak attempt to impress Mr. George, I cast dancing lights, and we'll just
4 globules of light appear in the space around you, kind of twirl
You
around.
can also make it into a humanoid shape. Dancing
Do a
lights.
bunch of stuff with it, but it's a
yeah,
few
and
lights.
I just let it twirl around George very fast, like around his head.
Oh, I mean,
Oh, that should be useful.
at least in a cave, I guess that's useful, yeah.
Well, yes, because I can see in the dark.
Oh,
Me
yeah,
neither.
forgot about that. Humans tend to do that.
All of us tend to
And
do
halflings
that. Yes.
either.
I mean, I can see quite well in the dark.
Surface folk.
I can quite. Me too. I can see excellent in the dark.
Well, not that excellent. It's fun.
Well, that's
See
at
anyone
least
at
good to
punching
know.
distance?
So,
Anyway, we'll be heading through there. I will take point, so I'll be because
Yeah.
I'm the only
In
one
this
who's
place-
actually well covered in the jungle.
because it's a dense jungle, there's not a lot of space to walk side by side. So you'll have to move single file. So once again, what is your marching order? I assume Utsila goes up front.
Yeah, I'll grab my hand axe as well to chop down any
nearby foliage.
vines. Yeah.
Do I still sit on your shoulder though?
Oh, you were sitting on my. Yeah.
Yes, I
sure.
was sitting on your shoulder.
I'll put
Yeah,
you
sure.
behind Utsil, but you're on his shoulder. Who's next?
I want to be in the middle, so
Oh, yeah.
no, yeah.
Angelina
I
goes
wanna
in the
be in-
middle. Then we have Bree and George.
I'll go after her.
Then we
go
have
in the
Bree,
back.
and George is holding up the back. Very well.
Okay.
I would like
Stay
for
close,
I
everyone.
need to have a guitar.
one of
Yeah, you
you
do.
to roll
Oh,
me
the ukulele.
a D10, please. By the way, are we all in the rolls room? Because I'm not.
I am.
Yeah, I am.
I just noticed I'm
Yes,
not.
I am too.
Okay, I would like. Which one of you is gonna roll
Well,
a D10?
I already rolled.
Farah already rolled, so.
Very well, Farah, whom already rolled.
It's a 7.
Okay.
Oh, that
doesn't
that
sound-
doesn't sound good. Jeez.
That
You
doesn't
sound
sound promising at all.
disappointed.
A 7.
What did you want us to
Okay, right?
roll? Just tell us and we roll it.
No, I'm not saying. No, sure. Okay, 7.
The DC is 8.
Lock it.
Ooh, that's
Or
very high.
lock it. Jeez. Angelina, please roll
What was
a roll a D6 for me.
That's a 3.
I see what you're doing.
3. Very well.
Oh,
Okay.
jeez. I'm afraid.
Do,
now.
can I look for any tracks, by the way, while we're
Sure.
walking
Go ahead and
through
make a
the
perception
jungle?
or make a survival check.
Jesus fuck.
What'd you get?
A natural
That's a
one.
natural 1.
That's
Oh,
an excellent
shit.
start.
Oh!
Yeah.
Very sad.
The first
In
roll
that
of the,
case,
of the real campaign.
wait. The first
Well-
roll. The first real roll of the
first
campaign
roll
is a 1.
7.
Oh, 7. Okay.
Technically speaking.
Well, technically my roll was a 5, but since it's a natural one, I assume
Oh. That's
No,
that's
that's,
a good start of a new campain.
that's just... Yeah.
You know, just to mention here
Yeah.
for a moment some of the home rules that we have. Drinking a potion for yourself is a bonus action. Making somebody else drink a potion is an action. Drawing or stowing a weapon, switching a weapon, is a bonus action. And a natural 1 on skill checks is a natural 1 on skill checks. So, that is some things I think are.
He has natural 1.
It was a natural 1, yes.
And the natural 20 is a natural 20.
Yes.
Plus whatever.
Plus
But
whatever you get.
I want to shoot the moon out of the sky.
Nope.
you can't.
That's
I'd like to see you try.
You're level 2. That's not possible.
As the 5 of you push your way through the dense jungle, Utsil carving up the vines and other roots that bar your way. Utsil, I would like for you to roll a perception check as well.
Yeah.
As you do not manage to find any tracks.
That's an 8. That's a little bit better, but still.
Very well. 8.
Those, by the way, those are both skills I'm proficient with.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh, ouch.
Oh my god.
That's a little sad, but okay.
This is a tragedy.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Yes. Yes, it is.
It already is a tragedy. First session, guys.
As you all make your way through, there is no sound. As you'll make your way through, Angelina, you, who was walking in the middle, follow in the footsteps of Utsul.
Uh-oh. Why?
Eventually, but
Because
for a
you
moment,
follow in his footsteps.
Slips in the vines.
but for a moment, you hear faint rustling to your right. And before your head turns completely, you see standing, charging at you through the jungle foliage, a 6-7 foot tall humanoid-like lizard that angrily jumps from tree to tree, having seemingly no effort pushing through the environment here, before lunging at you. I would like for all of you to roll for initiative.
Oh, great!
Look at my
we're
shirt!
so
I have a
prepared for
shirt.
this.
Roll initiative!
Ooh!
I keep rolling higher though.
Okay, let's go.
Boom!
Oh, jeez.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
I didn't use my
Wow.
bonus. Wait. +2.
What?
Oh,
No.
what am I doing?
Why?
can't-
Whatever.
15. Okay, that was it.
Well, DM, I see your net 20 and I challenge it with my net 20.
What's your dexterity?
My dex is, let me see, 11 if I'm correct, but I'm gonna check anyways. Yes, it's 11.
Very well. In that case, with the 25 to 20, we have, as you said, my natural 20. And then we have Zira. One sec. With a 20. Then we, or 22.
In
then we
context,
have
makes more
20.
sense if it beat if
For
the
Zira.
things first.
Mm-hmm. 20 to 15.
Not me.
I feel so stupid right
Sky,
now.
what do you have?
I have a 15.
15?
Yes.
Alright, 15 for Bree. 15 to 10.
11.
11.
Very well. What are you guys' respective dexterity mod or dexterity score?
14.
14 and 11. Very well. Then we have 11 Utsil. And then we have another 11. George. And then I assume at the bottom of the barrel.
It hurts.
Angelina,
Okay.
do you
Okay, it
have?
hurts. I have a 5
a 5.
What's your
Yeah.
modifier?
Yeah.
plus 1.
Yeah, that's more than me.
That's
My
sad. then.
modifier is +0.
Mine's
Still
plus
natural 20
2.
though. So
Yeah,
let
natural
me
20.
let me switch for the camera for you guys as well as the audience.
That's
Battle
sweet
cam.
of you.
You're welcome.
You sweet brother.
This
To
is
combat cam. There we go. Let's see if I can put this nicely for you all.
Smooth transition.
Hello, everybody.
I know, right? Combat is always very smooth.
Mhm.
We're gonna fight this. Come on. We can do this.
So,
price.
there.
I know we can.
You're all making your way through with Utsil. Then we have Zira, then we have Angelina, and then we have Bree and George. You see
so
from the
tall.
side this large lizard type creature, no tail, more snake-like in appearance, with a very long neck, and long snake-like tongue. As it quickly charges through the forest at you, it, top of the round, is going to move the rest of its way up to its target, which is Angelina.
Oh Jesus, that's good. Yeah, target
Gun
me.
in the
You know,
middle.
I want to be in the middle, y'all.
You know what? It will just make a couple of reckless attacks
Oh,
against you.
jeez, thanks.
You're welcome.
Because,
How lovely.
yay, that's what I want. Okay.
One bite and 2 with its claws.
Ah, it feels so
Damn.
good. This.
First The bite.
Like, that's gonna hurt.
Let me check. Attack.
Come on, I'm not
The
that
modifier's
hard
not
to
that
hit.
high. But it is reckless. That's a natural 20.
Yes!
Nice.
Dude, I'm level 2.
I'm aware.
Here you go.
You suffer.
I suffer.
Oh,
I suffer a lot.
You suffer 8 points of slashing damage or piercing damage as it bites onto your shoulder for attempting to claw you twice.
Jesus.
Oh
I already look bad.
wait, hold up. No, I did a wrong. I did slash roll
Oh.
instead of hashtag. Hold up.
Uh,
Let me
d-
roll that
does-
again.
Yes.
Did you do that with the initiative?
There's
that's a
choice.
lot of natural 20s.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Sorry, Angie, it is a 21 to hit. Meaning you take 5 points of damage instead. My apologies. The second attack is an 18 to hit.
Also hits.
You suffer 3 points of damage from the first claw. Oh. The second claw to hit is a 15.
Hits.
17.
Or 17, sorry. And you suffer 7 points of slashing damage from that one.
Jeez.
As you all now
Um,
see that
You look very bad.
Angelina just
By the
got
way.
kind of moved out of the way by the force of impact as this lizard just jumps into the group there. Very aggressively.
I wanna tell you guys, I'm at hit point number 5.
You had a healing spell, right?
I do.
Gotta use quickly.
Your wounds.
After that, Zira, it is your turn. Bree, you're on deck afterwards.
Okay. Let me see. What am I gonna do? It's now in the middle of the group, so
Mhm.
what I want to do is not a good idea.
Fireball.
No, you're not just straight up shooting acid at it.
I mean, you can.
Well, yeah, fair. We're gonna grab the acid gun and
Okay.
aim it. And, well, do I want to do the sweet D12 or just the sad D6?
What do you wanna do?
Well,
We're gonna just do acids, right?
It did reckless, meaning that any melee attack against it you have with advantage. Or any attack with it on it you have advantage.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I will go with acid spray.
Fair.
And let me.
So you turn around, lift up the acid gun you have, you fire the heavy globule of acid sprays in its direction. Go ahead and make an attack roll with advantage.
Yeah, I need to first check if I use the correct modifier for it.
It is you use your intelligence for this thing, so.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. No. Well, let's just see if we can get that natural 20 though. No.
It's a natural one.
We'll go with
That's
the
the opposite.
22.
Very well, 22 does hit.
Thank you.
Oh,
And,
I forgot something already.
Nice.
12 points of damage.
That's good.
12 points of damage. Very well.
Yes.
Let's see. Wait, it's acid damage, right?
It's acid damage.
Okay, great. Alright. You fire the glob of acid. It slams to the side. You see a bit of smoke as the outer layer of skin deteriorates, just dissipate into the air. It did not like that, and it did turn like the large snake-like head just back towards you.
Of course it does.
Anything else
Come
you
on.
wish to do in this turn?
I'll get off Utsil's shoulder.
Right. After that, Bree is up to you. You stand right in front of it. The acid glob just got shot towards it on the other side.
Yes.
What do you want to do?
I grab my loot because I already have it always in my hands. And I
Mhm.
play a really good jingle. Listen to me! Casting Dissonance Whispers,
Very well. Dissonant
which
whispers.
I want from you is a wisdom saving throw,
Okay.
please.
This is magic, right?
Yes.
Very well. Wisdom saving throw. That's a 21.
Okay, it takes half as damage.
Very well. Go ahead and roll the damage.
It's 3d6, but how do I roll?
Hashtag
Uh,
3D6.
half of that.
And then we'll
Hashtag
have it.
3d6.
11.
Okay, that's 11.
So that's 6 points of damage. We always run up.
Okay.
6 points.
Okay,
of
and
damage.
that's my bonus action.
Does
I
it not
want
have
to,
an additional use to it? Additional whispers? Does not something else happen as
Yes,
well?
Yes, it would if you failed. You were safe, but you
Right, if I failed to save.
you didn't fail it. You succeeded.
Alright,
Yes.
very well.
I want to use my bonus action
Mm-hmm.
to grant Utsil bardic inspiration. So you have 1d6 to use.
Alright. Utsil, you are
Oh.
inspired.
I feel so inspired.
After Bree
The
Utsil,
moment the short beard.
you're just hearing Bree sing. You are now inspired. What do you wish to do?
I wish to turn around and move closer to the fella attacking our group.
You sidestep the tiny kobold.
I'll move to flank it
Alright.
just in case.
You move a little further just to flank it with Angelina. It did go reckless, so you can go ahead and attack with advantage if you wish.
Yeah, I will do that. Since I'm wearing, since I have the axe in my one hand, I'll
Mhm.
attack first with that, just
Go for it.
Instinctively. That's a 24 to hit,
24 does hit.
and it will do five damage.
Very well, 5 points of damage.
So I'll just
The first
chop it in there.
carve across the skin. There's a large gash and some reddish green type of blood just immediately begins pouring out.
And with my bonus, my other bonus action, I will try to smack it across the face with my knuckle duster.
Go for it.
That's a 25 to hit
25 hits.
for 6 damage.
Very well, 6 points of additional damage. With that, first carving with the axe and a hard stump with the knuckle dusters against the other side of its back. You see some movement within the spinal column of it, just not sitting completely right after that. That hurt.
Probably not.
After Utsil, George, and Angelina, you're after that.
Freezing in position, not really knowing what to do. He'll just maybe take a few steps back. He's like, oh, that's a big lizard. Though I would like for the lizard to make I believe, dexterity saving throw. For I'm gonna cast a Sacred Flame.
1 second.
Dexterity saving throw. That is a 9.
That won't do it, so you'll take the 1d8 radiant damage.
Okay, go for it.
Nice.
For 8 points of radiant damage.
Hey. Alright, with that, the radiant flame bursts there for a moment as the lizard is kind of surrounded by everybody. Doesn't manage to move out of the side. You see some of the lower parts of its body just being scorched by the radiant energy. That did a number on it. That's your action.
Yeah, well, while did it, he sort of like dropped his anvil and the little on his foot, just like, just, let's just say he's a little scared at the moment, so that's the loss
very
of
well.
the turn.
After George, Angelina, it is once again your turn. What do you wish to do?
Yes, I cast Shocking Grasp as a cantrip and touch
Go for
Mister.
it. Make an attack roll. You do have advantage because you are flanking and it went reckless.
Okay, so that's a 13 on the first and the second 19. It's a 19.
19 does hit.
And it does a d8. It takes 6 points of damage.
Okay, 6 points of damage. With that, you reach out. As it's being kind of distracted, the radiant flame just bursting out from under it. You touch it on the side of its head. You let out this spark of electrical energy. You see it stunned there for a moment. Anything else?
Can I use a reaction?
You could have.
Depends on what reaction you wish to use.
Well, I only have two options.
Reactions have like things that kind of trigger a reaction.
I mean, let me see.
You can cast shield on if the opponent attacks you.
Yeah.
If
So
you
it's-
wanted to know.
You can do it on your turn.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
You can do it. You can do it anytime in the round.
Because I did want to cast shield.
Cause you can guess if somebody
You can
attacks
wait for
you, and shield would cause them to miss the attack. That's when you cast shield.
Ah.
Because
You
if
s-
you now
I
cast it
you
and no,
already messed up, right?
yeah, if you cast it now and you don't get attacked anymore, it's a waste of a spell slot. So if you attack and
Yeah.
you know it would miss because of your shield, you can cast shield.
Okay, good to know.
But you
Thank you.
did blast it with the with your shocking grasp, so it doesn't have reactions anymore until the start of his next turn. Which means
yeah,
that you
but
could run away from it at this point if you wish.
Yes, I will.
Alright, where do you want to run?
To the back.
That way?
Or
Or this way?
That way, because there's someone else standing there, right?
Yeah, this is George is standing over here.
Oh, I will run towards George then.
Alright, you go 5, 10, 15, 20 feet. You make your way over to George, who's there standing, shitting his pants. Currently.
Great.
After that, top of the round, it is the lizard's turn. This time it angrily looks around after it wears off the stun from the shocking grasp. It kind of turns around, noticing the three creatures around him. It's going to make a bite attack against Utsil and a claw attack into each of its other opponents. It's going to make those recklessly as well. So, first attack,
Like
the
a
bite
bull.
attack toward Utsil with advantage. That's an 18 to hit.
Hits.
You suffer 8 points of piercing damage as the lizard's maw just grabs its way on one of your hands, kind of the hand you kind of clocked it in the back with, the one that doesn't have the axe. He kind of just bites that for a moment. You have to kind of pull it back, some large, deep gashes across the arm. Not comfortable. A claw attack against a small kobold to his left with advantage. That's a natural 20.
I will murder you, but okay, fine, it hits.
I'm afraid, but you do suffer 6 points of slashing damage as one claw rakes across the open chest, kind of for a moment it seems to go close to your face. One of the goggles kind of moves off your eyes for a second before it continues on, like the goggle kind of slams back into your eye. Not comfortable. And one attack against Bree, also recklessly. A 20 to hit. Not natural.
Yeah, that hits.
Hey, Bree, you take 6 points of
Oh my
slashing
God.
damage as the other claw just rakes across the front of you.
Yes, of course.
It does see its predicament here, but it will keep standing where it is for now. So, after that, Zira, it is your turn.
Well, that was not nice of him, so I will shoot him with acid once more.
Go for it, make the attack roll. You do have advantage again.
I would have advantages. I would have advantages anyway. Because
Well,
pact.
it's a ranged attack roll. which gives you disadvantage, but you have advantage because it's reckless, and it's advantage because oh wait, no, the acid gun is just any creature within 20 feet, right? So no, you're good.
And I have pack tactics, so I would have.
And you have pack tactics. Okay, so you have way more advantage than disadvantage. You're good.
Oh yeah, you have back tactics. That
Go
is
for it.
Broken.
Super broken.
Well, 16.
16 does hit.
Well, it better hits, so 13 points of damage.
Very well, 13 points of damage. Okay, wow, that's a lot of damage.
Of course it is.
With that, another globule of acid just hits the creature across the chest. This time, it seems to burn through most of its skin, just showing a little bit of muscle underneath, and the tiniest hint of bone. It is not doing well. Is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
Very well. After that, Bree, it is your turn.
Yes, I'd like to put my loot away and grab my barrel stride rapier.
Mhm.
And I'd like to slash him once, or pierce him, whatever damage it does.
As you pull out the rapier, you go ahead and stab towards it. It is piercing damage, but go ahead and make the attack roll.
Okay. 4. No, are you serious?
Yep.
It's a natural one.
You have advantage. You have advantage because you're flanking and went reckless. So
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Unless you roll a 1 again.
Okay.
Snake eyes.
No.
Snake eyes.
Not again.
Snake eyes.
You can do this.
No.
Come on, I believe in you.
Yes! 22.
22 does hit.
Yay!
Dang.
Okay, nice.
You go for it. As you
for
quickly
damage.
jam the rapier through its body, it disappears all the way up to the handle. Go ahead and roll for the piercing damage.
Zoink.
4 piercing damage because I slash him in his neck, and it's a bit of a
You
real.
quickly jab with
slice.
the rapier. You jab it into the neck. There's a bit, quite a bit of a deep cut that kind of goes up to the spine before you manage to pull it out again.
Nice.
The head is somewhat looser and it's kind of wiggling. It has a hard time even standing up at this point. But Utsul, it is your turn now.
Nice.
Yeah. I will make the same 2 attacks, hand axe attack, and then try to smack him across
Go for it. Make
his
the hand axe
jawline.
attack.
This is a 25 to hit
25 hits.
for 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. How do you want to do this?
Well, his neck was loose anyway, and I'm attacking with the hand axe, so I'll just jam it in there, and then just
Hey.
just hit him off, hit his head off with my with my other hand.
Seeing the deep cut on one side of the neck, you jam the hand axe on the other side, making this clean cut through it. The only thing keeping it all together is the spine. You bring it up your knuckle duster. When it makes contact with the head, you barely feel it as the spine kind of snaps and the head just flies off and lands about 10 feet away from you, just before the body just falls to the ground, unmoving.
Time to investigate.
I will not walk in the middle anymore.
Was it the only one, guys? Check
Yeah,
this out. Check this environment.
Yeah, I want to look around if it's the only one that's.
And
Go
I
ahead.
will investigate the body.
I will cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Very well. You can, you don't all per se have to cast a spell. You have a healing potion. You could also take a short rest. Just saying. Bree and Utsu, I would like for both of you to make a perception check, or one of you with advantage. And for Cherry, I would like for you, or Zira, I would like for you to make an investigation check, please.
Oh, sad.
We can both check if you want. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
sad.
that's okay. It's good you're doing it also.
Okay, Zira, what did you get for the investigation?
A natural 1.
Natural 1. This creature seems to be a
that's sad.
large snake human creature. doesn't seem to be having anything valuable on it, sadly.
Doesn't by chance have acid.
I'm afraid not.
Probably
Sad.
not.
Zira, what did you get for perception? Or sorry, Bree. Sorry, I gotta get used to names. Bree, what did you
Yes.
get for perception?
Yeah. I got an 8.
An 8. And Utsil, what did you get?
16.
16. Both of you quickly take a look around, but you determine that it seemed to have been one that had been wandering on its own.
I will walk up to Angelina and yeah, you okay?
I will be 1 moment. And I will drink the healing potion.
You'll drink the healing potion. Very well. Go ahead and roll 2d4 plus 2. They're regular healing potions.
I will put the hat in my backpack.
That's
Okay.
10.
10. As Angelina quickly casts
Nice.
a cure wound spell on herself.
No.
Or
I'm
sorry,
healing.
drinks the healing potion that was given to you by Elkian. You see Zira kind of walk over to the head that is about half her size. She opens up a relatively small backpack before taking up the large head above it and kind of just jams it in there. And it seems to disappear inside the backpack without the backpack bulging out in any way.
I don't think that's
Curious.
appropriate. It's
Anyway, I just well,
I resent.
Yeah, George just walks over
That's
to the
fine.
tree, leans on it, and barfs
Barf.
out his breakfast.
There goes old George's breakfast.
are
okay,
you okay?
George?
I'm good, yeah.
I cast my mage hand and pat him on his shoulder.
No, but
There's a weird spectral hand suddenly there. It just slowly pets you.
Are you not used to this?
are any of you used to
No, but I'm
snake
just
people?
asking because you have such a bad reaction.
Not necessarily snake people, but I did live in a colony full of kobolds, so there was a lot of bloodshed.
Why'd you cut off his head, for fuck's sake?
I didn't try to.
Yes, it's nice to do.
You tried to, you very much tried to, don't lie to me. You punched it to make sure it fell off.
Well, make sure it didn't stand up again. I suppose. I didn't. Well, I didn't
No,
intend on doing that.
I started it, he just finished it. Okay.
Basically.
So, the head, you... Never mind.
Ugh.
Do I know what this is? Snake creature.
Make a nature or history check.
I'll make. Oh, I can make both. I'll make a nature check. That's an 8.
8.
Yeah.
You get some good rolls.
Snake. Big snake creature. You do note it's not a lizard folk, because of its obvious lack of a tail. But you don't know what it actually is.
Okay.
So you think these
don't-
are the things that killed the others? You think that's...
I don't think so.
It's just a local
don't-
fauna.
I'm not sure. I don't think I've seen one before, but yeah. They
Well,
might
I
be
know for
local to
sure
this
because
area. You know for sure?
I know for sure because the tracks were following our raves, and he's a kobold.
He was a kobold? Oh.
And this isn't a kobold, as you can see, because it is very tall. And
Well,
I
say there's more.
lie next to it to show how the comparison.
you don't have to do that. It's
Okay.
anyway.
Fair point made. Yeah.
That's gross.
Try to watch out as well. Being at the front, well, there's a lot of vines.
I gotta ask. I can't keep it in. Why'd you put what you did with the hat? What is that? What are you gonna do with it?
I have many reasons. All of them include science.
I'm a little
Also-
bit afraid of those reasons.
I have a lot of reasons. All of them include science. I like that.
That's a good one. Yeah.
I'm no man of science, but
You should
that
probably.
should not have fitted in that bag. Is all I know.
Yeah. Actually. Anyway.
Should
Are
we
we all fine?
put this body in the bushes, or
It's in the bushes, you're just walking
let
through
put
it.
here?
This is all bush
Okay,
here.
then it's okay. Then we put it a bit away so we can walk on, I think.
Alright. As you guys continue on, I'd like for you for a marching order again, please.
Well,
So is it
I'm
the same
not
one?
in the middle.
Very well.
Can I sit on someone's shoulder?
I'm going
I
behind.
switch with.
You can sit on my shoulder.
Yeah, you
Alright.
can
I-
also. I don't really mind.
I want to keep sitting on the shoulder, please.
So we
I'm going behind
have.
Utsul.
I mean, you can sit on mine.
I don't know how heavy are you, because I don't know if anyone else can carry you.
It's like a
that
toddler.
I'm 25 pounds.
Not that heavy at all.
easily. No, okay.
Then
But
you
we-
can
I'll walk behind
choose,
Utsul.
I think.
We'll put Utsul, then Bree, then we have Zero sitting on her shoulder. I guess then Angelina,
Mm-hmm.
and then George. Very well.
Because
still in
I'm
the
not in
middle,
the
girl.
middle.
Before the walk,
You're still in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
George just walks up to
Just behind me.
to Utsil, and he just like sort of his finger goes across the anvil as a small spark, and he sort of puts that in front of him. Here, a little guidance. Don't miss out here, so your eyes don't.
Yeah,
fail
that's
us
probably
again.
good. It's much. The jungle is much thicker here than I remember.
Utsul, I would like for you to make once again a perception check. As you guys can,
Yeah.
you guys just kind of barge through the jungle. By the way, you're not being overly.
Stealthy? Nope.
You're not being stealthy, so just sort of. You're moving at a decent pace. Just no, not stealthy.
Yeah. Your perception, you said?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
That a D4.
Yeah.
And you can add a d4.
That's
Wow.
a 20.
20. Very well.
Sponsored by Guide.
Sponsored by Gaiden.
A natural,
Okay.
of course.
As you all continue your way through the jungle thicket, you all keep an eye out and an ear to see if you can spot anything of your target. With your perception check, with a 20, in the far distance, you hear a struggle, and there's some disturbing groans. Just in the distance with the 20, you just hear a faint just. You direct yourself to the origin of the noise before you hear a blood-gurgling scream going before it just comes to a complete quiet stillness.
Yeah, I
Whatever
would
that
have.
was, it is dead now.
Yeah, I would have told the rest that I heard that.
I
And
think
then-
we all heard it.
Yeah, the last
No, the
scream you guys
scream.
kind of all heard.
Yeah, but before that, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
so that they knew what was going on.
That's what you heard in the distance. You do at this point kind of see the cliffside area kind of come up. You are definitely in like a cliffy area.
We should move a bit quietly.
Could we just I mean, it's not too late to move back, It's
Come, George. We'll be fine.
Did you hear what I hear, or are we
We'll be fine. Just keep it quiet. We'll see.
Shall I
Let's see
ask?
what's going on.
I'll ask my chainmail nicely.
I guess we all sneak, right?
Right?
I'll try to move up quietly at least. I don't know if the rest does.
In that case, I
Yeah.
would like for all of you to make a stealth check.
I mean, I will try, but this ain't.
I'm rolling. I'm not even walking.
Wow.
Yeah, you also have to roll, so you know, because you have to.
Fair enough.
Quiet when we're walking.
Mm-hmm.
11.
How do I have the worst one?
It was your idea.
Yeah, I
What
know.
was your idea?
Huh.
The
Okay.
dwarves do be kind of stealthy though.
So, if I may ask, one sec. Let me grab something real quick. All right, George, what did you get?
4.
4. Very well. Then, Bree, what did you get?
11.
11. Very well. Angelina, what did you get?
A 15.
15. Very
Saving
well.
the best for last, eh?
0, what did you get?
18.
18. And Utsil?
3. So natural 1.
A natural 1. Okay, very well. Natural 1 does not give you a favor. Okay. With an average stealth roll of 8.166667. You approach the origin of the screen. You look through. You see through the dense jungle 3 larger individuals of medium size. You all halt at the edge of its open space, which has a roof of thick leaves. You see 3 medium-sized individuals step back, revealing a 4th laying on the ground in front of them. You can now clearly see the undead nature of these creatures. Their bodies shriveled up like dried fruit. You see 2 lizard folk and a yuan-ti. A small green lizard-like creature jumps off of the 4th corpse, which seems to be of an elven maid, that was laying on the ground, and as it does, the 4th raises from the ground, pushing themselves up with their lower body before the top half just kind of comes forward.
Oh, that's not good.
The head slightly off to the side, looking backwards almost. You see the hands kind of reach off before snapping the head back into place. The small lizard, which you now recognize to be a kobold of similar species to Zira, as it skitters over the ground and disappears into a hole in the wall of dense foliage that's covering the cliffside. The 4 undead all lumber around the open area for a moment before they all come to a still, letting out no more than a faint growl every now and then. Let me show you what you see. There you go. Okay. Let me get you guys.
Yeah.
I got you guys. I got you. Alright. So, you see here the cliffside that is covered with the foliage where the kobold somewhere disappeared into. You guys approach from this side. So you kind of stand here. And as you guys are kind of standing in order, you all look out over the open space here. Yeah. Where you can see the 4 undead, which I will place.
This is the point where Angelina will probably lose her breakfast.
What was your stealth check again?
15.
Alright, you managed to quietly let out a bit of breakfast.
Walking stealthily.
As you guys are indeed pretty stealthy. So,
I did it quiet.
you all see these undead standing there. What do you guys wish to do?
Oh, that's not good. Mm. I will. Is this more of an open area, or is this still covered in thicket?
This is an open area here, but the top of it is covered by leaves, so no sunlight comes through. That's all I meant. This edge here, that's pretty dense foliage. That's where you're standing in.
Do they see us?
Jim?
With a 8.16666 stealth check, they just not managed to notice you. The DC was pretty low, but you guys almost managed to fail it. Partially thanks to the natural
Wow.
one.
Wow, okay, thanks.
That's pretty bad.
Well, I have one question.
Yes.
If it's dark, how come can we see?
It's not
Angie and
dark.
I-
It's not dark. Just
Okay.
direct sunlight doesn't come through.
Okay.
By the way, could you turn your camera a little bit? We can only see half your face on the stream.
Who are
There you go.
talking to?
Okay.
Hi,
Oh.
Sorry.
this guy. Alright, what would you guys wish to do? You guys can kind of see that you can spread out if you wish. You can also stay where you are.
I
mean,
I would
solution to this.
attack. I would very much like to get off Brie's shoulder,
Okay.
curry towards that tree near the and that at right?
This one?
No, other side.
This one.
Yeah, that tree, and hide behind it.
Alright, go ahead and make another stealth check, please.
Oh yes, so fun. 13.
13, very well. You hide behind the tree. That's where you'll start.
Okay, I cast Firebolt.
Well, unless anybody else wishes to move, I assume Angelina will then stay where she is. You will cast
mean-
Firebolt. Does anybody else want to move
Yeah.
before anything begins?
Well, I would look at I would want to look at them more closely. So I'll probably be
Nope.
put my axe away and then probably hang onto the tree and then just
Alright, so you
Push a
kind of
bit
stay
more
where you
forward.
are.
yeah.
Does anybody else
just
move?
stand-
I'd
Do
say
we have
I just
George
step
Bree
out
right
of
here
the
and
way.
George right here. Okay, Bree, where do you want to go?
I want to step out of the way because I feel a little fire in my neck burning.
Let's
And I
say
want to
you
step
move
away
to the,
so she can cast it without firing me.
yeah. We'll say you move to the other side of this tree. Angelina, you want to stay where you are?
Yes.
George?
Yeah.
You know, seeing everyone engaging, a little disappointed. He tries to hide in the bush there.
In the
bigger
bush?
one. Yeah.
Alright,
Well,
go ahead and
behind
make a
it, I
stealth
guess.
check.
Ooh, that's my strong suit. Good at that one.
You do try to hide additionally.
10. This is
10,
better than
very
last
well.
time.
Angelina, did you want to move or do you want to cast Firebolt from here?
I want to move a little bit closer.
Which way? That way?
Yeah.
Okay, so there or do you want to begin over there?
Begin over there. Why not? Okay, so Angelina cracks her knuckles, grabs her staff, and
Mhm.
in her left hand, and she's like, big inhale, and then she casts Firebolt on, which one? Not the one closest, but the one after that closest.
Alright, so you got axe, Morningstar, sword, spear. Which one do you want to attack?
Axe.
Axe, very well. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Let me see. Give me a moment.
As you guys
That's 23.
Successfully- Very well. As you guys all successfully managed to hide and stealth, you do get this surprise round, basically. Let me skip 1 second to the next music. There you go. Alright. 23 to hit from Angelina. Very well. Go ahead and roll for the damage, because that hits.
That's the 7.
7 points of
7?
damage. Very well.
Oh, 7 to hit, I thought.
No, 7 points of damage, luckily. It's not that bad. Alright, you fire a fireball to the one over there. You hit it like right across the side of the face. You leave behind this heavy scorch mark as you kind of burn the side of the face, revealing the lizard folk like teeth on the side of it. Just at that point, they have noticed you, but not the rest of the party. So after that, who wishes to do? You know what? Let's roll for initiative. Right.
Yeah,
now.
I wanted to say if she fires something, I will move up to the sword dude.
Let's roll for initiative. We'll go by the initiative order, and then Angelina already did her thingy, so she's not gonna get to. Sorry.
No.
Sad.
Oh,
Yeah.
but
Sad with my roll.
I mean, it's logic.
Oh my god.
Well, with these rolls, you're also the first, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Makes
but
sense.
no, not in the surprise round.
Damn.
Also in the surprise round because I already did my thing.
This was the surprise run, so she
Yeah.
already did her thing. So, let me.
That's a 12, by the way. For me.
12. Very well. Oh, that's a little sad. -1. Okay. 25 to 20. Okay, 20 to 15. 15 to 10?
12.
Jesus, 12 is the highest initiative.
Real
That's
bad.
sad, I know.
It's real bad.
Alright, 10 to 5.
9.
9, very well.
8.
Sorry, 9 and 8, okay. 9
Yeah.
for George. 8 for Bree. Okay. 5 to 1.
4.
2.
Oh, wait, what?
4 for
Oh, jeez.
Utsil,
This is
and 2 for Zira.
So
I have a +2 in this.
bad. Oh my god. Yeah, me too.
The room decided they already gave me my net 20, I didn't deserve another one.
Ouch. Alright, there we go. So, top of the round, Angelina, you fired the firebolt at the one with the axe. The lizard folk just kind of blows past the face, revealing the side of its skeleton teeth. George, it's up to you. You saw that. You are successfully hidden within your bush, though.
so caught off guard by the the fire bolt coming out. He just gathers his courage, his little warhammer, and wants to jump out of the bush and attack the one that's sort of standing in front of it.
The moment you jump out of the bush, the moment you start to move, you do lose the element of surprise you have with the due to your hidden status.
Yeah, well, it doesn't really matter.
So you run out. Which way do you want to run out? Right or left?
It's like it doesn't really matter.
Right,
He just goes in front of
You
and
run
try
out
to
the
attack
warhammer.
him.
Go for it. Try to hit.
Does a 22 hit?
22 definitely hits. Yes.
And I'm currently not wielding a shield yet, so
Okay, so your AC is a little lower.
my AC is lower, but I'm dual wielding this thing.
Very
So
well.
a little the hammer, which is a 10 points of bludgeoning damage, which is magical in that realm.
It is magical. Very well.
Yes.
10 points of bludgeoning damage. You hit this. This one is the elven one that was just resurrected. You slam it across the body. You see some because the skin is pulled taut against the bone. You see the bone just crack inwards up on your hit.
Oh, no.
But very well.
Seeing that, I'll use my bonus action to quickly pull out my shield. Like, oh, he's
You-
still standing. Shit.
Take out the shield. Very well.
That's it.
After George, Bree.
Yes. I want to cast Vicious Mockery,
Mhm.
but on the one that's straight
Yeah.
in the same line as I am, but I don't know which weapon it is. No,
you have
it's the other
Axe
one.
and Morningstar.
That one, yeah.
Morningstar. Very well. Go for it.
Morningstar. Okay.
Except what the minis have. Not the actual zombies, but the minis have it.
Yes. Okay. You must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or take 1d4 psychic damage. And have disadvantage on the next attack roll.
Is it at all important that they have to understand you?
Everyone can
No,
understand it.
Vicious Mockery
very
explicitly says it doesn't need to understand me.
Very well. In that case,
It's
a wisdom...
it's the universe agreeing with their joke, basically.
Exactly.
If they feel. Yeah.
That's a 0. They rolled a 2, -2.
Oh.
0.
Nice. Okay, it takes 1d4 damage
Go for it. Roll
and
the
has
1d4.
disadvantage on the next attack roll. Okay.
As this zombie just
Nice.
kind of looked over to its ally that was hit in the face with a with a firebolt, it just afterwards just hears your scream, just goes. It's a little sad.
Oh, you heard
Yeah,
his
the incantation is called. I scream actually. Well, scream. Yeah, I can scream. And I say, "You're such an idiot," causing 2 psychic damage.
Yeah, it just bows its head in shame. And takes the 2 points of psychic damage. Very well. After
a little
Bree,
tear.
it is the skeleton's turns. First, the one standing next to George is going to try and hit him with a slam attack. As one of the skeletal fists comes towards your face.
Yes.
That is a. Let's see. 21 to hit.
Well, then that will hit.
As this skeletal arm managed to make contact with your face right before you manage to pull out your shield, you do suffer. Let me check. 6 points of bludgeoning damage. As the hand just cracks you across the face. The other one here just makes its way over to the first enemy that's visible and nearby, and will attempt to do the same thing to you with a 16 to hit. You do have your shield out now.
Are those
Yeah, that
two
one.
in 5 feet next to each other now?
They are
No.
5 feet within each other, yes.
Okay, good to know.
But 16 does not hit, I assume.
No.
Hey, so
With
as
the
you
shield,
raise
that will not hit.
As you raise the shield above your head, kind of distraught from the hit you just took to the face, you hear a heavy boom as the other hand slams into your shield. No effect.
Meant to do that.
This one goes 5, 10, 15, 20. Kind of moves that way, but at the same time, this one is trying to make its way over to Angelina. These two lizard folk kind of just... these two lizard folk and Yuanti kind of just... like, just kind of slam into each other. Like, have to push past each other. But they do manage to eventually 20, 25, 30. And they do manage to eventually make their way over to their target. First attack against Bree. It's going to be a 12 to hit.
Disadvantage, okay?
With disadvantage, you're right.
Also.
12 to
Sorry.
hit still.
Okay.
That's rough.
It still doesn't hit.
Right, it still doesn't hit. You see the zombie just start making its way over to you. It tries to slam at you, but you just quickly dodge out of the way, the fist missing completely. The other one coming towards Angelina for a 9 to hit.
Holy
Misses.
shit, that actually misses.
And as a reaction, can I use a reaction for that?
No, because it misses anyways. If it would have
Yeah,
hit, but your shield would have prevented it.
But I'm not talking about shield.
Oh, then I don't know what you're trying to say.
True strike.
Right. True Strike says they have to hit with an attack. It's a homebrew. It's a homebrew version of True Strike.
Oh.
Right?
Oh yeah, I forgot we homebrewed that.
Wait,
It's when you when you get hit with an attack, then you can use your reaction. I'm pretty sure.
because I have not have it here. I mean, it's not in my book.
That's stupid. It's on Discord.
So
I sent it to you on Discord.
yes,
Let's go ahead and pull that up.
I
By
am.
the way, after this, Utsil, it's going to be your turn after.
Mhm.
When we figured this out.
I know.
Oh yeah, no, you're right.
Alright, so if they hit, then you can use your reaction for True Strike. But sadly enough, they did not hit.
Oh yeah, I just misread it. No, that's okay.
Utsil, it is your turn. What do you wish to do?
I will let out a scream, and then charge to behind the skeleton that's attacking Angelina.
Right, you quickly dash over
Ooh.
to flank the skeleton that's Angelina. I assume you are now raging.
Raging, yeah. I will hit the. I will smack the. Try to hit this one with my knuckle dusters.
Go for it. You once again reaffirm the knuckles. Go for it. Make the attack.
That's an 11 to hit.
You have advantage.
That was with advantage.
Oh,
just
11
rolled
does hit
twice.
though. Luckily.
Oh, I just rolled really shittily. That's 11 damage.
Okay, 11 points of damage with a quick crack across the skeleton's ribs.
This is bludgeoning
hurts.
damage, by the way.
Sorry?
This is bludgeoning damage, by the way.
Right, bludgeoning damage.
It's my
Sadly
knuckle dusters.
It's not just a skeleton. This is more zombie than skeleton.
No, but I just mentioned it.
Alright, no, that's
I
fair.
will use my
11
bonus
points
action
damage,
to.
right?
Yeah.
Alright, Varel. That's your first
I'll
attack.
use my bonus action to hit with the second one as well.
Go for it.
Try to hit with the second one as well. That's a 25 to hit.
25 also hits. You roll a lot of 19s, but there's no
There's no natural 20.
no natural
yeah.
20s.
I know, it's sad. Let me just. It's d6 plus 2 because this isn't with strength modifier. That's 8 damage.
Right, 8 points of damage against the same one. You crack across the zombie's backside. You see the ribs and spinal column like seem to fracture, and the skin kind of tears in places. That one's not looking well. After Utsil, Zira, it is your turn.
Well, I'll I'll get out of my hiding spot.
Okay, you sidestep.
No, different way. The different way.
Okay, you step over there.
And I will aim my acid gun very carefully, so I won't hit George.
Because you don't run out fully, I'll allow you to still have your, you're still hidden.
And I will cast my acid splash, so I can choose 2 creatures within range, as long as they're 5 feet next to each other.
Both of these, right?
Yes. And they need to roll a dex save.
Yes, because zombies are notoriously dexterous.
Yes.
First, the one to George's right. That is an 8.
Nope.
The other one, the one with the sword, that's a 2.
Nope.
Right, they both fail. Go ahead and roll for the damage as an acid splash is suddenly... George, you're kind of fighting there, and you see suddenly just a spray of acid just slam across these 2 zombies.
That seems
That's 6.
It does seem incredibly dangerous, yes. Very well, 6 points of damage to both of these. And sword. Another 6 points of damage.
Well done, Cherry.
And I will very much hide behind my tree again.
The acid splashes across these 2. You see some of the outer skin just evaporate, giving off this horrible, horrible stench. But you don't hide because sadly you're not a rogue. You can't do that. But you do move back behind the tree for cover.
Yeah, but I'm very small, so...
You are very small.
It's basically hiding.
After Zira, top of the round, Angelina, it is once again your turn. What do you wish to do?
I use Shocking Grasp on the one before me.
Go for it. Make an attack roll with advantage.
Yes.
The electricity once again
just
sparks
chicken.
over your hand.
That's...
Zappity zap.
You do have advantage. There you go.
That's a 21.
Alright, 21 does hit.
And it does 1d8 damage, and that's 8 damage.
8 damage, well. With that, the one standing in front of you, you reach out, the electricity sparking across your hand. You reach out to touch him. The moment you do, you see the whole body just before it once again crumples to the ground, even more dead than it already was.
And I will take a few steps back.
Okay, you go 5, 10 feet back.
No, do only 5 feet. Then
Only
I'm
5
like
feet?
between. Yeah. That's
Very well.
perfecto.
Alright. After Angelina, George, it's once again your turn. The acid just splashed over these two skeletons in front of you. What do you wish to do?
George, especially a little shocked by the one that hit him, will try to retaliate with the warhammer. This
Right.
time, however, one-handed.
Against the one that hit him?
Yes, so the one that I have already previously attacked,
Go for it.
which is a 10 to hit.
10 does still hit.
Wow!
They don't wear any armor and they're not that dexterous. They're pretty easy to hit.
Yeah. Yeah, they have
That's
a
7
mark.
points of magical bludgeoning damage. So.
7 points of bludgeoning damage. Very well. Another crack against the skeleton's frame. Not doing well. So how many dead points? 7? Very well.
Yes. He's still standing?
He is still standing.
Well then, seeing as the shield wasn't enough, a second one sort of like glistening as he again like hits with the hammer on the anvil, sparks as if there's another shield layered on top of the shield he's already wielding. Cast Shield of Faith.
Shield of Faith
On
on
myself.
yourself? Wow. Okay.
I'm in a bit of a,
Very well. There you go. Shield of Faith cast on you, and you are concentrating. For the next 10 minutes, that will be up. Okay. After George, Bree, it's up to you. You're kind of standing further away on your own, and there's one skeleton in front of you. You did insult it, so it did miss its attack, but it's up to you now. What do you want to do?
Well, I want to grab my rapier again, my barrel's pride, and I want to stab him.
Okay, you once again sing and sheath the barrel's pride. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Let's go. If they are that easy to hit, or maybe I'm jinxing it now.
Can still, you know,
Probably.
You can still miss.
Can still do that.
Yeah, I'm jinxing it.
the six,
You did.
6 does manage to miss. In an you hit it. You kind of just pierce through some of the loose skin. No effect. Doesn't seem to be, I'm not gonna say you. I'm not gonna say you missed. Your attack just didn't do anything.
Yeah. Well, that's stupid. But I want to use one of my bardic inspirations.
Very well.
And I want to use it on George this time.
Hey, George, standing
So
back
I
there with your
make
spectral
George
shield.
inspired.
Hey, how do you inspire George?
George!
Hey, George, with the additional shield and the words of encouragement from Bree in the distance, you are inspired. You get a d6. Alright. After Bree, it's the skeleton's turns. 2 skeletons still centered around George will both try to take a crack at him with their fists. First one tries to hit for a 5 to hit. The other one, 15 to hit, which with your additional shielding and everything, does not manage to land
that
it.
was not even necessary.
There's just 2 slight doom-dooms on your on the outside of your shield, no effect. The other one against Bree will try to swing at her for a 5 to hit.
Wow.
That also misses, I assume.
5 to hit.
Skelly
Yes.
boys suck.
Try again.
Hey, the fist just flies past, no effect. Very well. After
Second turn.
the skeletons, Utsil, and afterwards Zira. Utsil, what do you want to do?
I want to run up to the one that's attacking Bree and flank him and
Okay,
try to
you-
hit him twice.
Quickly run
push
up
the back
to the
of his
one
head.
behind Bree. Go ahead and make your attack rolls.
The first one, that's a 19 to hit
19 hits.
for 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Very well. This one did not seem to be too hurt in the
Go
beginning,
with-
except emotionally, but with the first heavy crack of your knuckle duster, some of its ribs break and shatter. That definitely
And
worked.
then, I want to try to hit him again with my other hand.
Very well. Barbarians are very complicated, aren't they?
Yeah, there are. That's an
I'm
11
trying
to
to-
hit.
11 to hit, 11 still hits.
Yeah, for 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage. Very well. With that 2 quick cracks into the zombie, you shatter some of its inner bones and tear some more of the skin. Definitely hurt. Definitely hurt. Okay, after it's
I'll let you turn around and face me.
Zira, it's your turn.
I will once again
Mm-hmm.
come out of the tree and acid splash them.
Okay, you attempt to acid splash them once again. This is a 12, the other is a 17.
Okay, well, I at least hit one.
The other one managed to quickly dodge out of the way as the acid splash flies by.
Mm-hmm.
The first
For
one.
3 points of damage.
Very well, it takes 3 points of damage.
And instead of going back behind the tree, I kind of dash
You're 5,
away.
10. Where do you dash?
Towards more of the middle.
Yeah, you run 5, 10, 15. Let's see, you go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's about where you can get. Next to those low rocks. Okay.
And, yes. There
After Zira, top of the round. Angelina and George are on deck.
I switch my quarterstaff to my other hand,
Okay.
and I cast with my left hand magic missile.
On which one? Or multiple. You can actually do multiple.
All of them.
Very well. One, you reach out with the staff, and now 3 arcane sparks just fly out. One striking each of them, dealing 1d4 damage to each of them. Go ahead and roll for first this one. Go ahead and run d4. +1.
D4 +1, you said?
1d. It's always 1d4 +1 for magic missile.
I have here never mind. I'll take the 1d4 +1.
Alright. So 3, 4.
That's a 3, a 4, and a 4.
Very well. So the one with the morning star, or the one standing between Bree and Utsil, takes 3 points of damage. The other one with the sword takes 4 points of damage. And the one with the spear also takes 4 points of damage. Very well. The one all bolts just manage to strike their targets. Very well. Anything else?
Nope, that's my
Alright.
action.
Very well. After Angelina, George, your turn. Bree, you're on deck afterwards.
This guy's still standing, so
They are.
George, still the shield towards the one with the spear, and now hammer to the other one. Try to attack him again.
Go for it.
It's 18 to hit,
18 does hit.
which will be 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, with that, you manage to just kind of crack it around its midsection before it crumples to the side, to the ground. Also dead.
Hey.
That will be the turn.
Alright, very well. After George, Bree, it's your turn. Bree, what do you want to do? Utsil stands now on the other side of you with this skeleton in between, or the zombie in between.
I think I will try to hit him again with my rapier.
Go for it.
Okay.
Oh, I've been forgetting something.
Go.
Oh, that's fine. Lucky you.
To hit.
How much to hit? 12. 12 does hit. This is with your rapier, I assume?
Yeah.
Very well.
D8 plus 2 damage is 4 damage. And I like to actually stab him again in the neck, because I like to stab guys in the neck.
You quickly stab it once again in the neck. It is still standing, but it's definitely looking much worse. After Bree, it is the skeleton's turns. The one skeleton who was cracked heavily in the back by Utsil turns around, swings wildly with its fist at him for a 22 to hit.
22?
22. Natural 19.
Impressive.
You suffer 6, half to 3 points of bludgeoning damage as the bony fist just cracks you in the side of the head. The other one, who's engaged with George, will attempt to strike him for an 8 to hit. And once again, a loud boom rings out as it once again punches the shield. Okay, after the skeletons, Utsil, and after that, Sierra. Utsil, what do you want to do?
Well, I want to attack the one that's attacking me, of course.
Go ahead and punch
Try
him
to
back.
Crack him over the back. Well, crack him across his jaw. That's a 20 to hit.
20 hits.
For 11 points of damage.
Very well. With 11 points of damage, you punch it like right in the face, and the head kind of snaps back. The front of the throat just tearing open completely. It seems to die, but because this is what I forgot to do last time. It does actually die as it falls over on its back and is completely destroyed. It's undead fortitude not helping him, sadly.
Then I want to run up to the one that George is attacking.
Okay, you go 5, 10, 15, 20 feet.
I'll stand next to the rock, so...
Okay, 20 feet? 25?
Yeah, and I'll attack him miraculously.
Alright, you just... Go for it. Charging across the field.
Let's see, that's an 11 to hit.
11 does still hit.
11s. Yeah. For 3 points of damage.
Well, 3 points of damage. You hit this one in the side. It does hit. It's more of a love tip, but it hits.
Yeah.
Very well. After that, Zira, it is your turn.
I will move a bit so the skeleton is more in my view.
Hey, sidestep over there.
And acid splash.
Another acid splash. A dexterity saving throw on its part for 16.
Oh, damn it. Was worth a try though.
It does manage to. It just got kind of hit in the face by Utsil, and it kind of just rears back as the acid splash just flies by. No effect, sadly. Anything else?
Still dangerous.
Unless I can acid splash it again though.
Sadly, you cannot. That brings us back to Angelina, top of the round. What do you want to do?
Let me see. I already know what I want to do. I want to cast Firebolt. Wait, can do I have a clear?
You don't have a clear line of sight, but you could move this way to have.
Yeah, then I will do that.
You
So
go
I
5,
will.
10, 15, 20 feet. Then you have a clear line of sight.
And I use Firebolt.
Right, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Yeah. That is a 14.
14 does hit.
And it does 1d10 damage. That's 5 damage.
Hey, 5 points of damage. Very well. Right, you hit it in the chest with a firebolt. Some of its old clothes kind of burn away. That definitely did something.
Yeah,
Anything else?
that's all I do. Nope.
Very well. After Angelina, George, once again, it is your turn.
So, George will just, getting a little bit more the hang of it, but he's still a little frozen in his knee, so I just hit him again or try to retaliate with his warhammer.
Hey, go for it. Make an attack roll.
It's a natural 20.
Natural 20 certainly hits, yeah. The shaking knees steady, and a firm grip on the warhammer as you smack it across the face.
For 16 points of damage.
Very well, 16 points of damage. With that, you hit the side of the head, and the head just kind of lobs off, and the body just slowly rears back. And does actually die. Once again, it's undead fortitude not saving it. It just dies. The field grows quiet for a moment.
I'd say for the remainder, George is just like the frantic guy who makes does something for the first time. He just keeps hitting it with the
Yeah,
wire
you just
until it's just a pulp.
George.
Die, you fuck.
Time to investigate the bodies!
And as the clearing once again grows silent, the 5 of you left heavily breathing, You look at the cliff that has heavy vines draping along its side. At the bottom, you spot a small hole no more than 3 feet high and 2 feet wide, in which the other kobold had disappeared.
So,
I want to calm down, George.
Alright. You kind of calm him down. You all take a breather. As we're midway through the show, we're going to be taking a short break from here. So everybody that's coming out, we will be switching to the pause screen where you can read small little stories about each one and every one of the characters. And we will be back in about 10 minutes from now. Thank you.
ooh,
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for waiting for our short break that we needed. But we will be continuing our story from here. So, is everybody okay? Is there a problem? No? Okay, great.
That's fine.
No?
No, it's fine.
In that
not a
case,
problem here.
Thing okay?
Farah, are you okay?
No.
He
Oh,
doesn't
no.
hear us.
What did
Oh,
she
boy.
do?
I do not know.
Oh my god.
Don't worry, she's asking her boyfriend. It's good.
Okay, no. I didn't hear anything, but the
now
thing
they
wasn't plugged in right. So
God,
Nice.
are you serious?
I was confused.
With you. Only
Fine.
with you.
So,
Wow.
as you just fought a number of undead, a couple of zombies in front of the cliff cave entrance in which your target, the kobold that had killed the party of your employer Elkian, had disappeared into. You had killed these zombies. And now, as the clearing once again grows silent, the 5 of you are left heavily breathing. You look at the cliff wall with its heavy vines draping along its side, and at the bottom you spot the small hole no more than 3 feet high and 2 feet wide in which the kobold had disappeared.
I want to run out of the bushes and I'd say, "Yay, guys, we survived!" And then I see it because I was still in the bushes.
Alright. Bree,
And I
Sky, could you
investigate
turn
the
on...
bodies.
1 second. Sky, could you turn off and back on your camera real quick? Because you're lagging a little bit. Same goes for Max. Could you turn on and off again real quick? There we go.
Yeah.
Now you're no longer super laggy. Well, Max is. I think we have to
It will stay like this is my laptop. It's overheating at the moment, so
Oh,
this is the best you're gonna get.
okay. Maybe
that's
you
crap.
need to get your laptop fixed. If it's the
Or
battery,
get a
we'll talk
webcam
about
for
that
the
later.
PC.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Maybe get a webcam for the PC indeed. So, as Bree joyfully comes running out into the clearing, yelling that you guys survived, Zira quickly jumps onto one of the nearby corpses. I would say that probably would have been the elven person. Start rummaging through their stuff. All of them seem to be, still wearing a lot of the clothing they would have been wearing once they died. So go ahead, Zira, roll an investigation check. Does anybody wish to help her?
I was holding back George because he
Okay.
still was beating on the.
Hold me back. Hold me
Right.
back.
I'm
George.
at a I'm not looking towards the bodies. I don't want to see it.
Bree, you said you wanted to help Zira, so go ahead and roll your own investigation check. What did you guys roll? Zira, what did you roll?
20.
20. And Bree, what did you roll? How much? Sorry?
16.
15. Very well.
60.
16.
16.
16, very well. You guys start looking through some of their belongings, and you find the following. Maybe note this down if you will. On the first lizard folk individual, it seemed to have been carrying a blowgun with 8 darts. Although its undead form did not allow it to be used in battle, it seems to be in fairly good condition. The other lizard folk, the only thing of note and possible worth this lizard folk was carrying was a set of pauldrons, which are shoulder protection, made from tortoise shells. They also seem to be in good condition and well made. The blowgun and the darts are worth about 12 gold pieces altogether, and the shoulder pads are 2 gold each. The U1T seems to have been carrying a small wooden box, and on the side of which there's a small brass lock. It seems to be no bigger than a ring box, but it's currently closed. And you see the elf was carrying a small pouch that was made to hold files. And although many of the files inside have been broken, one remains intact and sealed, one of which holds a vial of acid.
Yes, mine.
Okay.
I want the wooden box.
And you take the wooden box with you. It is currently closed.
Want me to open it for you?
First see if it can be opened. And later see if what's inside.
Alright, you try to open it, and it does seem to be locked at the moment. There wasn't a key around. Sadly.
Yeah.
So want me to try to lockpick it?
Well, I have a dagger as well, so I can try myself, but I don't know how big or
A
how
dagger
small
is more
the
like
lock
brute
is.
force. It is pretty small. Like as I said, it's a ring box, so a box where you put a ring in. It's not big.
Thief tool.
Yeah.
You can use a
thank
dagger
you.
to force it open, but a thief's tools could unpick the lock, possibly.
Well, Zira, would you help me?
Yes, of course.
Alright, go ahead and roll a thief's tool check.
14.
14. Very well. You open the box. You take it. You take a little bit of time. You open the box. The moment you open it, there's a small mechanism that before it flies out. There's a small dart that kind of just sticks inside the side of your neck. You suffer one piercing damage.
Sad.
Wow.
And an additional 1 point of poison damage. As a small poison dart just shoots out and sticks in your neck.
Well, that's rude.
Yeah. I think the dart.
But aside from the trap, the small
Yeah.
box also holds a small golden ring with a tiny diamond on it. The worth being somewhere around 50 gold pieces.
Mine.
That's all.
Or we'll have the pauldrons and the blowgun. And I will discuss this with Zira if anyone wants it or if we want it. Because we found it.
You're just discussing it with her, right?
Yeah, because we found it. I want to
Okay.
share it with you, but
Well, I only
so
want
what you think?
the vial, so you can have whatever.
Okay, you guys, we have found something. What do you want?
I'm in. A drink.
That you did not find.
I love,
That's
I
okay.
love,
Since you drinking this, and I point to the vial of acid.
that looks
I don't think that's a good idea.
That's why I said I don't recommend it.
Ah, good point.
You ever done
I will drink my healing potion. By the way.
Alright, go ahead and roll 2d4 plus 2. You guys can also take a short rest if you want to.
Do we want to rest or
We can rest.
It's a good idea.
then I won't drink my healing potion.
Very well. Instead, go ahead and roll some hit die, everybody who wishes to recover some hit points.
Yes, please.
Wait.
Yes?
Oh. I want to play Song of Rest, which gives everyone 1d6 HP back to
points.
the hit
HP.
points. HP.
HP.
Sorry,
Very well.
English.
No, that's fine.
It's a lot.
So everybody can add a
Nice.
d6 as well. That does mean that the inspiration dice after 10 minutes do fade, as well as the Shield of Faith.
Oh, that's more than enough.
Well, I'm almost at full health again.
I am at full
Only I'm
health.
hit by that dart.
You were hit at the dart. The dart was not kind.
It was not guided to you.
It was just a small trapped box. That can happen.
So aren't any of you very worried why these things that clearly were supposed to be dead were not dead?
We're alive. Yeah. Does it usually happen in the jungle? Would I know?
Go ahead and
Does
make
it usually happen?
Make a history check.
Maybe in this
Yeah,
jungle.
every week, you know.
No, but maybe in these jungles it's more common.
No, but go ahead and make a history check.
Fucking hell.
What did you roll?
Natural one.
Ooh.
Maybe.
No.
My memory's failing me today. must be that drink in the morning.
It's been failing you like the entire trip I've been walking with you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Does it always goes like this or not?
Usually not. But...
You know, I assume, you know, I've been traveling with him. You know, he can take punches. I'm sure he can take the words.
I mean, I know I've been to these jungles before, but I can't remember anything about it.
You have poor memory or?
Apparently. Apparently. I thought my memory was better, but well.
Apparently not.
I mean, it comes with the beard, I say. Weak beard.
That
weak
must
mind.
be it. That must be it. Yeah. I did
Is,
shave before going off away, so.
Is that a saying? Where you're from, or like a short beard?
It
That
is
mind?
for dwarves. A long beard means much experience. A short one means not so much experience, because it usually means you're young.
But I thought he's older than you.
Yes, he is, but he shaves his beard.
And also, you're not experienced at all.
Why do you
Depends where
shave
you
your
want.
beard?
He is.
Well, not in fighting. Although
take
you did hit
those.
that guy, you did hit these guys good.
It's the gear, you know. I know how to make a good weapon, that is.
I believe that. I believe that.
So,
Speaking
anyway-
of weapons,
yes.
by the way, does any of you like wear armor?
I
No.
don't. I've never really worn armor.
A couple of you do.
I don't.
Like
I
rock
don't, if I'm correct.
Only Bree and Zira wear armor. Bree wears, I'm pretty sure, leather armor, and Zira wears studded leather.
That's not armor. Studded, that's pretty good. Leather is not armor.
No, I'm just
Well.
wearing cloth, just clothes,
Mm-hmm.
scraps. Yeah, no. What do you think we'll find over there? I point to
The hole?
There was a small hole, right?
There's
In the
like
cliffside.
there seems to be a larger area behind it, but you see a clear cut hole in the vines. So the vines might be moved out of the way, and the hole might become bigger. But there's a hole carved in the vines.
What do you think we'll find over there?
Ooh.
We can check it out.
Well, let's not be hasty.
Does everyone fit through that hole, or are just Sarah and I allowed to go in? Since it is 3
We can
foot
talk-
high.
You're not sure. You haven't moved the aside the vines. But if you move the vines, maybe with a little effort, Zira can definitely just
Okay.
walk through easily. You have a little bit more trouble, but would also fit through the small hole that is already created.
We
If I
I
duck,
mean,
it's okay,
could we
right?
crawl?
You could possibly, if you move some vines aside.
I just walked through the hole.
We're
Okay.
going already. Oh,
I'm not
we're ready.
going in the middle.
The
not
moment
crawling
I
in there.
walk through the vines, I'll immediately go. Whoop.
Okay. Zero
Don't-
walks through first.
Fuck.
Who follows?
I
I-
try to cut. I could try to cut open the vines first.
Right. You cut away some vines. You do create a little bit of easier space. You do see that there's a bit of a there's a very small hallway and then a larger room cave behind it.
I will just crawl through it.
Yeah.
I'll go through as well. Then.
So it's Zira, then Angelina, then Utsil.
Well, somebody's gotta
Two.
keep the watch, you know.
George, you're
Come on,
coming in
George.
too. Come on.
I assume-
Crawling.
It is then Bree, and then George.
Yes,
The
I
reason
drag
dwarves-
him with his at his beard. I drag him.
Oh, no, you don't touch the beard.
Don't touch
Do you think I care about the beard?
Okay, very
I
well.
do.
As you guys
He's touchy about this bird.
climb through the dark underground into this
Yeah,
small cave.
Angelina can't see.
Angelina
anything,
can't
right?
see shit.
Nope.
Yeah.
Neither
I
does Bree.
cast. Let me see, dancing lights.
Okay, that is something you're
It is a
concentrating on.
concentration. Yeah.
Very well.
They do be dancing.
So you concentrate. You cast dancing lights. So even those with dark vision, you see like dim light and it's all black and gray. Suddenly, a few globules of light light up most of the inside of the cave. As you push through the foliage, you enter a small dark cave. It is immensely cold here compared to the outside. You see, in the corner, a sharpened stick. Mounted on top of it, you see a half-rotten female tiefling's head. Zira, you have seen the rest of this body, but a few days ago. In the other corner, rummaging through a pile of belongings that were once someone else's, you see a small green kobold. Its skin pulled tight against its skeletal form, it shows a notable cut around its throat, where it now stains its shirt with blood. Zira, you recognize this kobold as being Rave. As Rave turns its head just quickly towards you, you see its sharp fangs sticking out from its upper jaw. It speaks. You should not be here. No one should be. The Horned One came for me, and he will come for you. As this small kobold jumps up from the small piles on top of its feet, on its feet, he immediately starts rushing towards the five of you. I would like for all of you to roll for initiative.
Oh boy!
He's ready for a fight.
As this
Getting
tiny,
scared
ferocious
by me.
kobold just jumps at you guys.
Well, bite me! I came to punch your ass!
We'll see how well that goes.
Oh.
Alright. 25 to 20.
I don't think anyone has that.
Alright, 20 to 15.
19.
17.
19 for
I have 15.
Utsil. 17 for
Pretty good.
George.
Mm-hmm.
15 for Bree. Then we have 14 for 15 to 10.
11.
11 and 13. 13 for 0.
Oh, we're going last
And
again.
11
I'm
for...
last. Oh no, why?
Snow White.
Okay. We're not fighting.
I missed my plus 10.
Yeah, it's a sad experience not having a
I
plus 10.
I definitely missed my +2. No, I missed advantage I had.
Yep.
Fair
Don't,
play.
that don't work like that anymore. Okay, 1 second. Okay. Okay, that's important to note. That's not as important. That is important. Alright. So, as this ferocious looking kobold now starts rushing towards the five of you, Top of the round, Utsil, what do you wish to do?
I will yell, "Oh no, you in!" and then run up to the kobold.
Oh, one second. Let me switch to the battle cam so everybody can see.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can. Oh, 1 second. There we go. Much better. All right. What do you want to do?
I will rage. Run up to the kobold.
Okay. You, with a feral scream, you dash up to the kobold. Now, raging. Very well.
I will make two reckless attacks.
Okay, go ahead and make 2 reckless attacks. Now coming up closer to the kobold, you see, he lacks any, similar to the zombies, he lacks any like kind of moistness to the skin or the body itself. It's all skeletal and dry. You see on its maw the 2 front fangs are extended much longer than any kobold should have, especially compared to Zera. But go ahead and make your attack rolls.
Oh yeah, let's go. That's a 20 to hit.
20 does hit.
On the first attack. For 10 damage.
10 points of damage. Non-magical, I assume.
These are with my knuckle dusters.
You notice with your first punch, although you connect with the skin, it does not seem to do just what you expected it to. But you hit nonetheless.
I'll hit him again.
Go for it.
I'll try to. 25 to hit.
25 also hits.
For 8 points of damage.
Another 8 points of damage with the same... Just not as effective as you had hoped. As you punch the kobold twice, it still seems to stand up fairly strong. Okay.
That's fine.
After Utsil, George, it's your turn. Standing all the way in the back. What do you want to do?
Shouldn't be here, but drop the anvil to the ground. Smacks with the hammer on top of it. He has a boom, this time not landing on his foot. He will cast Bless as a spark flies toward 3 people, one being Utsil, one being Angelina, and who else attacks a lot? Brianna. There you go.
Okay, so...
All of you are blessed. So
well, you are concentrating.
Yes.
Utsil, Angelina, and Bree are all blessed by you. Very well.
So 1d4 for saving throws and attacks.
Nice.
I believe.
That's your action.
I don't have much else to do, so I'll try not to block the way, so I'll sidestep a little and then.
Well, as you're standing all the way in the back, you're not really being an annoyance to anybody, but you sidestep nonetheless, clearing up a little bit of space.
So whatever comes in around.
Yeah.
Don't want to be in front of it.
After George, Bree, it is your turn.
I want to set the mood a little with an upbeat song, and I want to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Very well.
And for you, it's to make a wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Or fall prone, becoming incapacitated.
Mm-hmm.
Very well. Wisdom saving throw, that's a 15.
You just made it. You just succeeded.
In that case, this kobold seems not to be the jolly fella and does not find your joke too amusing.
Damn.
Well, fuck you then.
Sadly enough, the spell having no effect. Anything else you wish to do?
What do I want to do?
As a bonus action, perhaps?
Well, I don't have too much things I can do with bonus action, so no thanks.
Right,
I just want to move a little bit up front.
Alright, you want to move a little further? You can go 5, 10, 15. You can move right over here with about 15 feet of movement. To kind of clear up some space.
Yes, that's okay.
Hey, very well.
Yeah.
After Bree, It is the kobold's turn, Rave, who did not find that joke all too funny, but has been hit in the face twice by the large lumbering dwarf in front of it. So you see the small 2.5-ish feet kobold jump up at you. He's going to try and make a bite attack, on which he does have advantage because you used Reckless.
Yes.
Which is a, let's see, it's a 24 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. As he jumps forward, you see the massive maw just bite at you. He managed to get hold of one of your arms as you kind of fling it about. You do suffer. Let's see, you suffer 5 points of piercing damage, halved to 2.
Oh shit.
And let's see, you also suffer an additional 6 points of necrotic damage. Your maximum hit points are reduced by 6.
Okay.
And you see that some of the impacts you had made on the kobold seems to kind of fix itself.
Oh,
Does not seem to be as hurt as he was, and the bite was part of that. So, after that, Zira, it is your turn.
Well,
You see Rave. He definitely looks different than before. He looks much more like the zombies out front, and while he just barely lets go of Utsil's arm, by the way, he just screeches out, "Everyone must die!"
That ain't necessary.
So, Zira, what do you want to do?
Do I have a clear view of him to shoot him?
I would say to shoot him, if you move 5 feet forward, you do, yes.
And I will move so I can shoot him.
Go for it.
I will give him the better shot. The acid spray, not the splash.
Go for it.
So I can
He
actually
has
make
to
an
spray
attack roll.
in a straight line.
And I have advantage. Oh, wait, I don't need advantage. Natural 20.
You don't have advantage. Oh, but you do because of
Yes,
tactics. Yeah.
I know what I'm talking about.
Natural 20, that does it, yeah.
And, 28 points of damage then.
Oof.
Wait, what?
I rolled a 12.
That's yeah.
Oh,
That's a
shit.
lot.
Okay, 28 points. Yeah, that's you rolled max damage. Plus crit.
That's
Okay,
rough.
28 points of damage. That's a lot. 1 second. Let me
What?
calculate.
Is he gone already?
No, not yet.
Damn it! I wanted to kill him.
But he does look a lot worse. In a single hit, yeah, no.
Just see it melt away.
Oh, I told you, that's dangerous.
You see some of the skin just burn away. The head, you kind of like see most of the neck kind of burn away into the front of the chest. Kind of just evaporates. Yeah, no, that's bad.
Bang!
You finally got your revenge on Rave. Yeah, no, okay, good. After that, Angelina, it is your turn.
I cast Magic Missile.
Alright, another casting of Magic Missile. All 3 bolts jam into the creature. Go ahead and roll 3d4 plus 3.
That's a 9.
Very well. How do you want to do that?
Please let the bolts go to his ass.
Well, his ass? Did you say that?
What?
Jesus. No. Okay. First, Angelina grabs her quarterstaff into her right hand. She sticks out her left hand and she breathes and then murmurs and then 3 different bolts, of course, and 1 to his head, 1 to his heart, and 1 through his stomach.
Alright, you see the 3 bolts fly out from Angelina's point. You see one bull jam through the head, the other one right through the heart, and the last one hits it in the stomach before the kobold just falls to its side. And as you all take a moment to breathe, you look around, and as you are all distracted for but a moment, you hear some faint movement. And all of you turn your attention back towards the dead kobold on the ground. As you see the body twitch and spasm as it rises to its feet once again. You see the cut at the neck rips open completely as a spattering of blood pushes the head back, cracking to the back of the, cracking the bone inside, leaving the head hanging limply against its back. You see, rising from the head stump, a column of blood that seems to flow and move on its own in an unnatural way, before 3 dimples appear, almost showing a face. And you hear a deep, blood-gurgling voice speak. "You dare slay the servant." As rising in its space, now, this living, breathing column of blood. You all stand there for a moment in horror before this column leaps and jumps at Utsil. Because he's standing right in front of him. He's going to get an attack.
Oh, that ain't good.
Let's see. On Utsil, you're still reckless, dude. So, that's a 12 to hit, though.
Misses.
Yeah, so the column jumps at you, but does not manage to hit. So, for the moment, you are safe.
I have to try better than that.
Top of the round, Utsil, is your turn. You are no longer affected by the fact you use reckless.
Hey, that's good. Seeing this, I probably don't want to do that again, so I'll just I can't move to the side of him, right?
You can move. No, because the column.
Yeah.
Not really. You can try to run around, but
Yeah,
actually,
no.
you know. Yeah, no, you can push through there. Sure, I'll allow it.
I can.
Yeah.
I'll
Kobold
move
is small.
besides it and move. Yeah, like that.
Okay. You
And I'll
dash to its
I'll
side.
attack it twice.
It kind of lunges at
normal.
you. You dash to its side. It misses. You now stand to its side. You want to attack it again? Go for it.
First
You're
jab.
blessed.
You are blessed.
Yeah, I'm blessed. Yeah. This is a D4, right?
That is indeed a D4.
This is a 12 to hit.
12 does not hit. You swing at it, but the whole blood just moves out of the way. No effect.
I'll try to
Piece of
uppercut the
blood.
blood.
Go for it.
I do have bless on that still, right? Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Still there.
That's 17 plus 4, so that's 21 to hit.
21 does hit.
Sick. Do I have my strength modifier on this attack still, or
On your bonus action attack, no.
no? Okay.
The rage
That's
bonus
4
you do.
damage. Yeah, that's 4 damage.
Yeah, okay. You punch the blood. You know, you punch blood. You don't.
Yeah,
It doesn't work as well as you'd hoped.
I figured.
But very well. You swing, you miss the second one, you uppercut the blood. You see blood splatter across the top of this this small cave before you kind of punch the face out of the way before the face just once again reforms. After Utsil, George. What do you want to do?
You know, not having really any excuses to not move towards it because there's like a clear path.
Mm-hmm.
I'll move towards it.
You, somewhat scared, move your way towards the column of blood with 5, 10, 15, 20 feet of movement.
I will attempt to hit it with the Warhammer.
Go for it, make your attack.
It's a 19 to hit.
19 does hit.
That's nice.
Oh shit.
Which will do a total of 9 points of magical bludgeoning damage.
Very well. This time you once again slam through the blood. This time with your right hand you smack it. Some of the blood just splatters across Utsil. That definitely did hit it. It kind of just falls to the ground for a moment before it slowly reforms again.
Kind of really disgusted and disappointed that it's all over my beautiful armor and beard.
Yep.
But that is it. That's the turn for now.
You see me covered in blood.
After that, Bree, it is your turn.
You're used to it.
Yes.
I'm
Okay.
more used to it.
What do you want to do?
I'm still used to grabbing my barrel sprite, so I'm doing it again.
Okay.
I'm taking it off of my back and striding forward and trying to stab it inside
There's
its
not
heart.
really a place where you can stand that you can also hit it now. Your allies are kind of preventing you from being able to move past it.
Sorry.
Can I push them away?
I'm afraid that no.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna cast something.
That's well.
And
Go for it.
I want to cast Dissonant Whispers. So
Dissonant Whispers.
I'll cast Listen to Me to that thing and that creature at their stand. And it takes 3d6 psychic damage if it fails a Wisdom saving throw.
Alright, very well. Wisdom saving throw. Let's see. Wisdom. Okay.
Please, please, please.
That is an 8. So
Yes,
I'm pretty sure
it
that
failed.
fails.
Yes. And the attack and also the effect is that he wants to move as far as its speed allows him to get away from me.
Alright, very well. Immediately, I assume? Well, no, we did that before. So go ahead and roll that damage.
3d6 psychic damage. That's
Very well.
12 damage.
12 points of psychic damage. That seems to work. The blood kind of shrieks and shrivels. 12 points of damage. Very well. Alright. It moves back 5 feet because it's forced movement. George, you do not get an attack of opportunity. It moves back and it once again, now on its turn, unless there's anything else you wish to do.
No.
It once again tries to lunge at Utsil. But for a simple 10 to hit, it just jumps towards you, having no effect. As you kind of dodge it out of the way, not being able to grab you. And once again, you see the face move and speak, and it just goes, "This world is not meant to be." But after that,
Not very optimistic.
Yeah.
Zira, it is your turn.
Is it possible for me to move within 10 feet of it?
Yes, if you go run across the hallway, you go 5, 10, 15, 20 feet and run over there. You're standing behind Utsil, but you are within 10 feet of it.
Okay, wait. I need to check if what I'm planning actually works. And can it still see me?
Yes, it can.
Okay. Excuse me, guys, while I will grovel, cower, and back.
Alright, what does that do exactly?
It gives my teammates advantage to any creature within 10 feet that can see me.
Alright, very well. So, Angelina, as it now becomes your turn, you see Zira move over and suddenly begin to cower and cry in fear, and you see the blood kind of just turn its attention towards her. What do you want to do?
If I step aside one step, do I have a clear path? Can I
Towards it?
see it?
Yes, you
Yeah. Then I will cast Firebolt.
can. Go for it. Make an attack roll. You do have advantage because of Zira.
Okay. So that is plus 5. That's a 20. Unnatural.
20
Also-
definitely hits.
And then
You're also blessed, but you know, you already hit.
doesn't matter.
Go ahead and roll your firebolt.
I just wanted to give him the chance to roll a net 20, okay?
that is a 9.
It's fire damage, right?
Yes. Yes.
You slam it with fire damage, and as the firebolt slams into it, it seems to like almost evaporate the blood, being additionally effective. How do you want to do this for a second time, Angelina?
Woo! I hit it right in the face.
And you hit it right in the face. The face shrivels inward for a moment before the bolt continues out of the back. You see the whole blood just evaporate into mist. Basically, as the blood just once again falls to the ground and covers both old George, Zira, and Utsil at the feet just completely as it splashes outward. You hear it cry out once again to all of you, just going, "I'll bring you down."
And again, Angelina turns around and kind of dry heaves. Try and puke everything she has, but
Just against
Yeah.
one of the nearby rocks. This time seemingly extra dead.
What was that? I don't know what it was, but it's all over my armor.
Well,
Oh yeah, it is. It's gross.
I gotta first. Is his body still a body?
His body is still a body. You see that all of the inner blood is just gone. The head is
Yeah.
kind of like is only hanging on by a tiny bit of muscle and skin, as it kind of like it hung on the back as the blood rose from its stump.
I will run towards it. I will punch him and then I investigate.
Hey, you run over, hit it in the face. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
There was another body, right?
There was a head mounted on a spike in the other corner.
I
Ew.
will check that out.
There was
Okay.
also a pile of stuff, right?
Yeah, he was going through a pile of stuff. Most of it's covered in blood now, but the pile is still there. Utsil, you go over to the
Still okay.
you go over to the spike with the head on it. It's a spike with a head on it. You can, the head kind of pierces through the lower jaw, midway through most of the skull, kind of poking out of the head at the top.
Yeah, I wanted to try and see what it was a tiefling, right?
It was a female tiefling. Yes.
We don't see any female tiefling body here.
No, but somebody had told you about a beheaded tiefling earlier today.
Yeah, that was me.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
me.
That's true.
You see that, like, one of the
Sarah.
horns still has like a faint outer layer of skin on it. The other one's just bone.
Zara,
Yes.
This the tiefling you were talking about?
Definitely.
You seem very happy that that is the case.
Well, of course, because if it wasn't, then there would be a second dead tiefling.
Exactly.
that is very true.
Wow.
It's kind of weird.
Also, I rolled a 24.
Right. Zero starts rummaging through the remaining belongings that Rave was going through before. And George, did you say you also wanted to do that?
Through the pile of stuff,
Yeah.
rather than the body necessarily. But I do
Well,
guide myself.
the body doesn't have anything on it. It was wearing nothing really more than a loincloth. The pile, on the other hand, the two of you find a small pouch, which I would say, George, the moment you open it up, there's a few recognizable gemstones on the inside. You find an opaque black gemstone, which you recognize as to be obsidian. A gem of this size is worth around 10 gold pieces. You see a translucent brown gemstone with a golden center, which you know to be a tiger eye, which is also about 10 gold worth about 10 gold pieces. And an opaque, light, dark blue gemstone with yellow flecks, which is a piece of lapis lazuli, which is also 10 gold pieces. But the one that jumps out the most to you is a translucent white stone with a pale blue glow to it. You recognize this to be a gemstone called a moonstone. These are worth about 50 gold pieces. Besides that, Zira, you find a bear trap, which is currently sprung and closed. But it's might be interesting. If you want to look for its stats on D&D Beyond, you can find the hunting trap, which is what this is. There's a whole pile of empty coin pouches, next to which lies a large pile of the coins that were emptied out of it. These are probably from stragglers, other travelers they have found and collected.
1 second.
You've a total you find, and you can divvy this up however you want afterwards. 2,400 copper pieces. You find 1,435 silver pieces and 113 gold pieces. You also find 113 gold.
Yeah.
You also find a hard leather pouch with 3 liquid vials in it, containing 2 regular healing potions and 1 greater healing potion. Some other interesting stuff you find are 2 silver feather tokens, and a single polished spherical chunk of crystal that has an ominous vibe to it. But that's about it.
No, that's not that much.
That's all you find.
Jesus.
What
I will
kind of
try
health
to,
potion was it?
You found 2 normal healing potions and 1 greater healing potion.
I will try to. I will unwrap one of my arms and try to see what the damage is like with from the bite attack.
It's
the
not.
necrotic,
There's some decent carvings in there, possibly scars depending on how it's healed, but nothing lasting.
No, okay. I just wanted to see for the necrotic things. Just double check. And then,
Yeah, no, you're good.
Did any what that's for the copper and the silver? Like, what's the exact numbers? 'Cause I know
Copper
2000
was a total of 2,400, and
Right.
silver was 1,435.
So I just assume we just divide this equally. Is that fair? Is everyone with that?
Yeah, that's fine by me.
I think
Is
we
it a
all
good
did.
idea?
Yeah, I think everyone earned a little. Yeah.
Yeah.
What else did you find?
Got
Anything,
any
we need-
stone collectors? Gem
Ooh!
collectors?
Can I have them?
Yeah, sure. If anyone else wants it, but before I give it, I'd like the moonstone. I take that out, but I give the 3 other ones to you.
Yeah, very well. So you have a piece of lapis lazuli, a piece of obsidian, and a piece, a gemstone called a tiger eye. They're all worth about 10 gold pieces.
Well then.
We also got some healing potions. People who already drank. There's
None fun. Just some.
Angie.
I'm
you want one?
fine. No, thank you. But I'm quite good. I'm always at the back, so I'm not getting hurt.
I don't
As
feel
I'm not
comfortable
attacked.
holding on. Well, I get you, but I don't feel comfortable holding on to all of them. And remember what happened with the middle
mean,
thing? Yeah, take one.
just-
Take
Yeah,
one.
just take one.
Take
Okay.
one.
Okay.
Just in case.
Thank you.
Give me the empty vials, please.
course.
I will, I think.
Don't
You
think
need
any
one,
healing
Brianna?
potions have been drunk yet. But
Well, I'm just thinking, and I want to inspect the body, as in, I want to see if I can see what happened to it. Because, yeah,
go ahead and make a
still a bit
medicine
in
check.
shock.
That was definitely not
Okay.
normal. I will help her.
Hey, with advantage, or it's all roll separately. Up to you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, doesn't. I will roll as well, I suppose.
Hey, both of you
Doesn't
roll.
really
Does Bless still work on us?
No, bless is faded at this point.
Okay.
It's also not for ability checks.
Yeah. Faded.
Sucks.
But before you roll... Oh, you already rolled.
They rolled.
Too bad. No guidance.
Yeah.
No guidance. Alright, what did you guys get?
8.
I also want some guidance.
No, you could give me, but I got an.
If you already rolled, you rolled.
Bree, what did you get? 10 and 8.
Yes.
It is definitely some type of undead, but you're not sure what happened exactly to him. He definitely died.
Not
That's,
really familiar with undead.
So,
Well, things that were alive.
by the way, how is the gold divvied up? I assume somebody
So,
did that, or the
Everyone
money.
gets 22 gold, but there's 3 gold left. So, go fight
You
about
keep
that.
it.
I don't need it.
Nah, I feel bad about doing that. That's like all the 3 gold. That's like too much.
I mean, why not? You fought hard. You didn't shit your pants this time.
Well, I mean,
You were bravely. So for that, I think you should take it.
very well. I'm not gonna
Anyone
argue
can
about
take it,
gold.
I
I
don't
already
know.
told that once before.
I don't really mind.
Okay. So everybody gets 22 gold except for George, who gets 25.
Yes, the other ones are all equal. So for the silver, we all get 287.
87.
Wait, which one?
This silver.
Silver.
Okay.
And the copper one's gonna be hard to carry. Because that's
Probably.
480.
80?
80.
80 or 18?
80, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
You okay over there?
Corona.
Oh, actual
Oh
corona.
no, Vera!
No, I actually had it. So it's still.
Okay, wait.
Heard
I missed the copper.
480. 480
Yes.
for everybody.
There were 2 silver feathers.
Yes.
So if anyone needs feathers for whatever reason,
Due to the nature of your subclass, you recognize them to be of a somewhat mystical nature, as well as the crystal orb.
I'll take
and
a
a crystal
feather.
orb, of course.
I can.
Alright, you have a feather, and then
You
Zera,
can,
you also wanted the feather, right? You got 2.
I'll tie the tie the feather to my scarf.
So
Well.
Zira and Util have a feather token.
It fits in with the other feathers.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess I'll hold on to these healing potions. If anyone needs them, feel free to ask.
I mean, if you're really not comfortable with having them, I can take a few, but I will probably not use them.
Well, like I
just-
said, I only want the empty vials.
I kind of just like already innately I can keep myself well-ish. So anyone who doesn't might
really
want
want
to have
them-
these.
If you really want them off the hands, I can take one, I suppose. I still have the other one, so.
You seem to be taking the most hits, so give you the greater.
True, but
Okay, so
I'm
She
good at
also
that.
gets the greater
Zira,
orientation.
Zira, it was right.
Yes.
I have
Greater?
Greater.
an empty file for you.
Can I have it, please?
Of course. And I give the empty vial of my potion.
Yeah.
I drank earlier.
That's good. So Mark, then you have an empty
crystal
vial.
at least-
Sorry?
Is anything like of magical nature? Because you said it's like mystical.
They seem to have
or-
they have a somewhat ominous nature to it, although the object actually being magical or not should be either something you find out through a detect magic spell to see if they're actually magical, or you can attempt to identify
Well, I
it.
Identify.
If you attempt to identify it and it's actually magical, you can find out its properties. Yeah. Same goes for the feather tokens. Both the feather tokens and the orb had some mystical nature to it, but if they're actually magical, you don't know.
Do you have the material for it?
Look. At the moment, I don't.
Right,
But,
there's a material component.
At some point, I can look around and see what these things may do.
What's the material component again? It's like a pearl or something?
Yeah, pearl worth
Yeah.
100 gold.
Oh, at least 100 gold pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, what do you guys wish to do? You're still like in the blood-covered, disgusting little
Yeah.
cave.
Let's get out of here.
He is.
Can't stand the smell of iron.
You all, one by one, crawl your way out of the small cave, once again emerging in the open space where the 4 corpses of the zombies still lie undisturbed. You'll take a breather, and you're okay.
What time of day is it?
At this point, it seems to be, because you had quite a bit of travel to do, it seems to be a bit later than midday.
We can still make it back in time, I think, before nightfall.
Oh, I hope so. I need to clean my armor.
Yeah, let's try that. Keep an eye out though.
Maybe. Yes, we should make haste then.
So you once again try to attempt to go back. You follow the direction you came from, trying to go south. I would like a marching order first.
I'm not in the middle.
I'll be up front.
Can I sit on the shoulder?
Sure.
Yes, of course.
Oh.
Wait, on whose
You can
shoulder are you
choose.
sitting?
On someone who volunteers.
I mean, you can ride mine.
Well,
Yeah,
I haven't
well,
written yours yet, so I will write yours.
Sure. So we
There's
have
some flirting in here.
we have Utsil up front.
Nice.
Then who?
I'll go
Yeah.
behind him.
Right. Then we have.
Then I go.
Never mind.
Okay. Then we have George. Then we have Angelina with Zira on her shoulder, and then behind that we have Bree, which does cause Angelina to be in the middle again.
Ooh, but then she will really watch her surroundings because she doesn't trust.
You have a me on your shoulder who watches with you.
Very well. As you guys are traveling back, I would like for Utsil, and I'll allow Angelina also to roll both a perception check.
Guidance.
Which one do you give guidance?
Udso, because he's up front.
Alright, Utsil, you get guidance.
Find
So-
our way.
Yeah, another D4. Perception too, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay. Utsil, what did
indeed.
you get?
I hate it.
Is that the one with guidance or?
No, these last 3 were just checking, but
Okay.
Jesus.
Utsil, what did you
It,
get?
it doesn't really matter if it's with guidance or not. It's a natural one.
Okay, natural one's natural one. So
22.
you do not spot much, although Angelina keeps out an eagle eye. I would like for somebody
I'm
to
fine.
roll a D10 Not Farah this time because she already did it.
Okay.
Oh, okay, Farah. Zira rolled a 10. Zira.
Fair.
I would like for you. Let's see. You rolled a 10, so that means that. Very well. Go ahead and roll a d6.
5.
Okay, Farrell. Utsil, you try to find you're not really looking much at your surroundings as you just keep focused on heading south and don't get lost.
Yeah.
Angelina, you here in the not too far off distance, the heavy movement of trees and leaves just shuffle and make their way just. You hear the trees crackle and move in on itself, and you look in the distance and you see that some trees like heavily moving, like almost like Jurassic Park style heavy, where you can see them move above the. If you look from the top, you can see the trees just completely bend and move. That's kind of what you're seeing at the moment.
Trees.
Oh,
I'm
there's
just
a lot
like
of 'em.
quietly pointing it out to everyone.
Right. All of you now hear
Oh,
the
no.
trees just. And it's this very rhythmic pattern.
I like it.
Should we run?
What do you guys want to do?
We should probably,
sneak?
well, is that a great idea? No, we should run.
Run.
Yeah, we should run.
Okay.
Run.
Run.
You all start running. Very well. Zira, you're on Alina's shoulder, so you're not gonna have to roll, but sadly enough, Angelina's going to have a little bit more problems because of it.
Jesus.
As
Oh,
you
no.
all are just booking it at the moment.
I'm running with the toddler on my shoulder.
There you go. Yeah, basically. So that makes
I'm running
it,
with my loot.
that makes it more difficult.
Still playing.
As a little ditty is being played, you all start running into the opposite direction. You all see the heavy coming closer and closer towards you all. Utsil,
Oh my god.
go ahead and make an athletics check. As you
I'm
are
terrified.
running your way through the canopy, cutting
Oh.
off branches and leaves, making sure that nothing gets too close.
That's a 6.
6. Okay. As you guys. One second. Here, let me
Guys,
let me
what the hell
quickly
is this?
let me quickly show the battle map so I can show you guys all running. All right.
I love this.
As you
This
guys-
is amazing.
As you guys are quickly making your way through the jungle, you see Utsil in front just carving up with his axe before he hits a heavy branch and he just gets stuck, and like everybody else runs past him as Utsil is dragged
Oh boy.
to the back of the line. Okay. George, I would like for you to roll an athletics check.
They call me George of the Jungle for a reason.
I like that.
16.
Yay!
Woo! George in the
Running.
jungle.
Very well,
is
George.
good
You
at
keep
running away.
you keep ahead, no issue. Like you're no trouble. You make sure that you're fucking out of there. Angelina, you're having trouble with Zira on your shoulders. Go ahead and make an athletics check. Sadly, because you're carrying somebody else, you're gonna have to make it with disadvantage.
11.
11.
Hey, that's...
Farrell, you're running. Zira, you get like fucking just branches slapped into your face. Because of the heavy weight of the toddler, you are kind of slowing down and you're not as fast. So both Zira and Angelina
Oi.
fail because of that. Alright, Bree, I would like for you to make an athletic check as well.
What's my bonus on that? 0. Okay, let's go.
Oh, yeah, I had to
16!
fork,
Oh my
so-
god!
You still hear the heavy 16, very well. Bree keeps running, if kind of following in George's footsteps, kind of like jumping out of the side whenever somebody else passes Orab. That is a success. Utsil, once again, I would like for you to make an athletics check as you're kind of you unwedge the axe and continue running. You look behind you where you see the trees just bend in on itself, kind of following your track. With your passive perception, you notice bending some of the larger branches in the tree, you see this massive, almost horse-sized gorilla with 4 arms that is just kind of coming after all of you. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Oh boy. That's a 17.
17. You this time you kind of run up, you catch up with the group that is running up front, Angelina with Zira on her shoulder still behind that. George, once again, I would like for you to make an athletics check as you now kind of see, you slowly see Utsil kind of passing you up, and you kind of look back at what's happening, and there you also see the massive gorilla just through the canopy just
That's bad, guys.
coming after you all.
I find it very fitting as I see the gorilla. Magically, I roll 20. And I book it.
The fear in his eye.
This guy just suddenly, like,
But this is George. This is George.
Itzel, you run past George. You kind of point back. You're like, that's not good. And George looks back, and while you're running, suddenly George is in a heavy armor just runs past you, ahead of you.
Just takes the vines and just whoa.
Alright, very well.
Watch out for that tree.
George, that is 3 successes on your part. Your run is a success. Angelina, I would like for you to once again you can either drop Zira or keep rolling with disadvantage. It's up to you.
Question: can I cast the spell at the moment while I'm running?
I'll allow you to do that, but you'll fail your check because you'll stop running away. So it will get a chance to catch up. So you will fail your check.
Okay.
But if you do end up in combat with this creature, you can have already damaged it or something.
Okay. No, I will let Zira off my shoulders, but I will cast Firebolt at a tree behind me.
Okay.
And then start running again.
Very well.
Because it will be lit on fire.
Mm-hmm. As you're running, you kind of take Zero from your back. It kind of the little legs start running already before you put it on the ground. The kind of kobold takes off while you take a moment to turn around and fire a firebolt. Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll for damage. Just roll 1d10 because I'll allow you to hit if you fail the save.
That's 6.
Okay, you do deal 6 points of fire damage. You hit the one of the trees. It starts going into flames. You see the ape just grab onto the flame. You go. You hear the groan for a moment as it grabs the burning tree. It took some damage, but you failed the check. Zira, I would like for you to make an athletics check. No longer bound by Angelina, you can now run on your own. No disadvantage.
Let me see. That is as I suspected. Oh, wait. As I suspected. An 8.
Mine is 2.
8, sadly enough, is another fail. You keep running, but your little legs get caught. Like you're running and you're trying to catch up to Bree, and you get a little close before Bree lets go of a massive leaf that just kind of swings back and just hits you in the face. You get slapped in your ass for a moment before you get up, push the leaf aside, and continue running.
Bree!
Sadly enough, that was a fail. Bree did not notice that. You do hear a faint, I'm sorry, as you continue running. Bree, now it is your turn. Just having let go of the leaf and noticing that you slapped Zira in the face with it, you yell out sorry before continuing to run. You're kind of on par with Utsul at the moment.
Oh, so I have to roll again the athletics
Another
check?
athletics check, yes.
Okay. No, 10.
That can't be good.
10, you keep running. You see Utsil somehow is like getting a lead, and he's running faster, and you're confused for a moment before you kind of slap into the side of a tree. You're stunned for a moment. Push past, and at that moment you kind of notice that a very small green lizard just flies past you, and you kind of try to catch up to that. As you and Zira are now on par with each other. Angelina is still way in the back, but that was sadly enough to fail. Utsil, go ahead and roll another athletics check. As you're running, you look to your right, and there's Bree. You continue running. You look to your right again, and she's gone. You have no fucking clue where they went.
Can I help them?
How do you mean?
Well, if she's gone,
You do not see her at the moment. You're running, you look back,
okay.
and she's not there. She was there just a second ago, but she hit the tree.
Hope that will be fun. I will run then.
Alright, go ahead and make another athletics check.
21.
21, that's another success on your part. You keep running, you're almost catching up with George, although he is far ahead. He saw the monkey, and he's gone. George, you no longer have to roll, as you already your runs are 3 successes, so you're good. You brought a success to the team, but you're just going. No, you've rolled 3 times. Oh wait, you rolled a natural 20, which is 2 successes.
No, that was not a natural 20. That was a 20.
Oh, it was a 20. In that case, go ahead and roll again. I thought it was a natural 20.
So I'm not. No.
That's not okay, Lucas.
Don't just assume natural 20s. We always boast about it.
Sorry.
Yeah, it would be like natural 20. Yeah.
What did you get 14. This time? 14 is still a success. With that, you run ahead. You're far in the lead. You barely hear the trees anymore. You're far away from the gorilla, but you're not stopping. You have escaped.
Because he's George in the jungle.
If it's up to you, you have escaped the dangers of this massive gorilla. After that, Angelina, you failed twice. Once because you were carrying the toddler, once because you turned around and took a second to cast a firebolt. You see the gorillian just it's getting like right. It's almost above you. Like if it would take a good leap and jump, it might catch you. What do you want to do?
I run.
Okay, go ahead. Make an athletics check. What did you get?
4.
Oh no.
4. Angie!
Angelina.
I died in the first episode, Joe.
And Angelina did 3 rolls and 3 fails, meaning the 5 of you can either get 3 successes or 3 fails. That depends if you're going to end up in combat or not. But if you do end up in combat, the Gorillian has caught up with Angelina already. Alright.
Oh, nice.
Zira, 2 fails. Once because you were on the shoulders of Angelina, she was not helping you. The second one because of the massive leaf. 3rd roll, go ahead and make an athletics check.
If I fail, can I set something on fire?
Not yet.
11.
11, again running. 11 just barely, not enough. As you kind of begin to tire out, but try to keep up the pace. Sadly enough, that's a 3rd failure on your part.
You're with me.
You as a party have 1 success and 2 failures. Hey, Bree, 1 success and 1 failure. Go ahead and roll an athletics check as you can try to continue on running.
George left the room.
No! There I go.
At this point, Zira and Angelina are kind of in the back together. Bree, what did you get?
3.
Yeah, I failed.
3?
It's a 3.
That's another failure. You have 1 success and 2 failures. You need to get 3 failures to fail and 3 successes to succeed. So you're not out of the race yet. But Utsul, you're trying to catch up with George. You look back. Bree's not doing well. Past that, you can't even see Angelina and Zira anymore. But you're running. Go ahead and make another athletics check.
Oh boy.
Utsul, you can do it.
A 20?
That's a 20. Yeah.
Not a natural 20?
No, not natural.
No,
20.
not natural.
Okay, Utsil, that is your 3rd success. You, as a party, have now 2 successes and 2 failures. If Bree succeeds, you guys don't have to face this creature. But if she fails, this creature is going to
My God!
come down on the party. As you continue running, Utsil, you You almost catch up with George, and you look back, and Bree is barely visible. Bree, I would like for you to roll another athletics check.
Come on, Sky. You can do this. I believe in you.
This help. Okay. 15!
Okay.
15. You start taking up the lead. You, together with Angelina and Zira, kind of make a bit of head again. This time you're making sure not to smash any leaves into anybody's face. So you continue on. That's another success. You have 2 successes and 2 failures. If you succeed, the whole party succeeds. If you fail, the whole party fails. It's all on this roll. The DC is 12. Go ahead and roll your last athletics check.
So you got like a 40%
Don't
chance.
put that picture on me!
Please, success.
My god. Okay, here I go.
I'm pretty sure. Hold
No,
on.
it fails.
How much is it? What is it?
I said it!
A 3. The party with this fails as you you catch up to get near Utsil and George, but you notice the moment you get there, jumping in front of George is this two-legged with 4 arms, this massive gray gorilla that kind of jumped up in front of you, halting you in your tracks as it did manage to catch up. I would like for all of you to roll for initiative.
Run.
I officially hate you, Lucas.
Is this my fault?
I hate this dice room.
It's your fault.
This dice room is
Really? I want to roll with the dices because then I can put my energy in it and
Hey.
it always succeeds. Always.
Luckily, Zira, or not Zira, Angelina already dealt a bit of damage to this creature.
But I also set the forest on fire, right?
Well, you set a part of a tree on fire. You're like, it's a cantrip. You're not starting a forest fire.
Also, he immediately grabbed it, so he probably put it out already.
Yeah, it kind of just he scorched his hand, but the fire is no longer. It's not a raging fire.
That's too bad.
Hey.
Because I wanted to be a forest fire.
Aye. It's because you guys rolled pretty shitty on the encounters, and you didn't manage to run away from this one. Otherwise, you could have avoided 2 of them.
Yeah,
So,
that sucks.
25 to 20.
Natural 20.
Natural 20? Very well.
Yeah. George is aware. He doesn't want to be mauled by a gorilla.
Yeah. Top throw, we got 20 for George. 20 to 15. 15 to 10. 10 to 5. 1 sec, let me roll for the monkey.
Monkey.
Question mark D3.
No, that's me.
Yeah, I
Right.
know.
So it's George, then the monkey. Alright, 10 to 5. Really?
Yes, Bree.
Yeah,
I had no
Bree.
8.
Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Bree, how much you have?
8.
Bree with 8. And 5 to 1.
4.
I got a 3, which is a natural 1.
4 and a 1.
Damn, Rick, you've been
I've been rolling really shit. This
Yeah.
dice room hates me. This is the 4th or 5th natural 1 for me.
Very well. In that case, top of the round. George, it's your turn. The monkey just landed right in front of you. What do you want to do?
Yes. This monkey. Is it? Does it seem undead?
No, the mini
miniature
is,
has
but
bunny-
no, it's not.
Okay. That was important. But if it's not, then that changes that.
This is just a big monkey.
Very well. For Big Monkey, I'll just. Yeah, this is gonna be. It's standing right in front of me. This is a Shield of Fate moment.
Yeah, basically.
On
Alright.
myself.
As a bonus action, you quickly cast Shield of Faith on yourself. You see the shimmering blue additional armor.
Though I'm not that brave, so I'm gonna like stand next to make a little wall with Udzil.
Alright.
Just look at him like, we're gonna do this, and he drops the anvil, sparks out. And I want him to make a dexterity saving throw for a sacred flame.
Very well, dexterity saving throw. That is a 12, which is a failure.
Which is just a failure.
Just
yes.
barely.
Couldn't be much higher,
That's how we
but
do.
that's
That's how we
Good,
do.
good.
4 points of radiant damage as the spark.
Hey, another radiant flame comes up from behind. This monkey doesn't seem too phased by it, but it does see its prey right in its view.
Read it in an article. It makes himself big.
Right.
That's his turn.
With that, at the end of George's turn, it's the monkey's turn now. The monkey has its eyes fixated on its prey in front of him. Steps forward to engage both of you in melee combat. The monkey is going to make, let's see, 5 attacks. It's going to make 1 bite attack against George, as well as 2 claw attacks and 2 claw attacks against Utsil.
So, just 2 claw attacks or 4?
For you 2, but
Okay.
on George also 2.
Oh, okay.
First,
Wait. Damn.
because it's got multiple arms. It's a pretty big creature.
Yeah.
First, it's going to make a bite attack towards George. That's a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
You suffer 8
Swing.
points of piercing damage as the bite just grabs itself and pierces through your outer armor. The saliva does clean some of the blood, but then it
that's
immediately gets covered by your own blood. So
Sure.
you know.
That's
Um, The second,
make
one
that.
of its claw
Wait.
attacks is a 14 to hit.
Wait. The 14 wouldn't hit anyway. I succeed on a con save.
Succeed on the Constitution save, very well, for the
14
shield
doesn't
effect,
hit
very
though,
well.
either way.
This last attack in 11 with the second
okay.
claw on that side. The other 2 arms on the other side are going to lunge out toward Utsil. That is going to be a 13 to hit Utsil. The second attack is a 25. That's 13
hits.
misses. You suffer 8 points of slashing damage from the second claw as it rakes across the front of your body. Okay.
Damn.
After that, Bree, it is your turn. You kind of come running, you come to a halt as you see this monkey just charge at and attack your 2 allies in front.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
I'd like to take my Lesser Restoration Potion, which grants me 1 spell slot from first level.
Yes, it's a mana potion. But yes, go for it.
Yeah, potion.
That's a bonus
And
action.
I want to... Is that a bonus action?
Yes, to drink a potion for yourself
Oh.
is a bonus action. To feed it to somebody else, no matter what the potion is, to feed it to somebody else is an action.
Okay. In that case, I'd like to... What do I want to do? Fuck, I thought that was an action. Wait. One moment.
I mean, you still have an action. You can
Uh,
use the spell slot for a spell.
Yeah, but most of my spells is do or die. And if it dies, I don't have anything left but my rapier. So,
Alright,
I'd like to cast my cantrip Vicious Mockery on this thing.
very well. It's a wisdom saving throw for the monkey.
He's a wise monkey.
He is a
Big
wise
brain
monkey.
monkey.
That is a 17.
Yeah.
She intends to insult this big buffoon. He does not seem to bother to buy your insults. But that is your action and your bonus action to drink the potion. So, unless you wish to move,
Staying where I am.
very well. After Bree, Angie, you now come running up. You kind of push one leaf out of the way, and there you see the massive monkey as it had crawled through the trees over you and landed in front of your party. What do you wish to do?
Firebolts.
Firebolt, very well. Go for it.
9.
9 does not hit. You see,
Does it hit something else?
the fireball just kind of flies off and just hits some of the ground. There's a bit of a flame that begins there, but it's a small flame.
Okay. Hope for the best.
It doesn't do anything. Anything else, Angie?
No.
Very well. Utsil, it is your turn. What do you wish to do?
I will, well, it hit me pretty bad.
Yes, it did.
And, I will drink my, just normal healing potion.
Go for it.
first of
Bonus
all.
action
so
for the
that's
healing potion.
2d4 plus 4 plus 2, right?
2d4 plus 2, yes.
For 8 health. That's good. And then with my action, I will try to hit it.
Go for
Hit
it,
the
make an
big
attack roll. So you heal 8 hit points.
10 to hit.
10 to hit. You swing at the monkey, but it just steps out of the way, no effect. Sadly enough. Top of the round? Unless you wish to move?
I will, however, move to the... Well, I should have done this before, but I will move to the backside to try and flank it. I don't know if it works.
Kind of dance around and go 5, 10, 15, 20 feet. You kind of dance around and eventually making your way on the opposite side of this monkey. Just looks at the both of you. George, it is your turn once again. What do you wish to do?
How come I didn't?
That's interesting.
Zero. What was your initiative?
A 4?
4.
Oh yeah.
I've written Angie as a 4. All right, my fault.
Yeah, I'm also 4.
Oh, okay. My fault. Zero, go for it.
So small, you're forgotten.
Just overlooked.
Yeah, sorry, I just didn't see you.
Yeah.
Didn't see you there.
That happens.
Okay, I'll just
Shoot
shoot
hole.
assets with the correct assets.
Hey, very well. You're gonna fire because you only have 3 shots before you have to reload with an action. I'm pretty sure this is your last shot, isn't it?
No, if I'm correct, I do.
Because you fired 1 at a skeleton and 1 at the kobold.
No, I had an acid spray, which is my cantrip. I did that at the skeleton. I did 2 at the snake thingy and 1 at the kobold.
Oh, okay. So then that means you've already had to reload during one of your rests.
Yes.
Okay, very well. So that means you have 3 shots, but one of your files is now empty. Go for it.
Yes.
That does mean you have to fire in a straight line, so you would have to sidestep here to even get a straight line towards it.
That's
And it has to be within 20 feet, right?
Yeah.
So that also means
Correct.
you have to move forward slightly.
Well, that's okay. I will shoot it.
You do have
That's-
advantage.
Yeah,
because
I
of the
know.
card
I did
tactic.
it wrong, so I have to do it again. Thank God for advantage.
You have a bigger plus, by the way, because you have +4 from your intelligence, +2 from your proficiency bonus.
Oh, well then
So
it's
+6.
still on fucking 11, so...
11 does miss, yeah. No. Another
Yeah, but-
globule of acid just hits the ground without effect, sadly. But then, sorry, top of the round, George, it is your turn now.
Alright, well, plans haven't changed. I will try to hit it with the Warhammer.
Go for it. Give it a big ol' whack.
Does it have advantage, or is this...
You have advantage because you are flanking, yes.
It's a 25 to hit.
25 definitely hits, yes.
Then... we'll do an 8 points of magical bludgeoning damage.
Very well. 8 points with a big old whack across the front of its face. You hit it with the warhammer.
And
What's your
then with a
action?
bonus action, we'll just gulp down one of the normal healing potions.
Go for it. Take down one of the healing potions.
Because it's still standing
Mm-hmm. Yes, it
in
is.
front of me.
At that point, it is the creature's turn, which, at this point, has not been too bothered by the one creature that went up behind it, but it does kind of turn its attention. It's going to release the same amount of attacks towards each of you. First, a bite attack towards George for a 21 to hit.
Yikes.
Yeah, that hits.
You suffer 10 points of piercing damage as it bites onto your shoulder. Its second attack, a natural 1, as one of the claws just digs itself into the ground. And its final attack for a 15, which also misses.
Alright,
Shield of
well,
Faith
I do have
does
a
stay.
10 for the, so...
2 other claw attacks. You reached out toward Utsil to try and claw him down for an 18 to hit with the first attack.
Yeah, that hits.
You suffer 7 points of slashing damage.
Yikes.
And a 24 to hit,
Yeah, also hits.
which is
Oh. Sorry.
which is 10 points of slashing damage.
Ooh.
Those were some high rolls.
Yikes.
But that is its turn as it once again just comes to a rest after making just this barrage of attacks. Bree, it is once again your turn.
Yes, I'm still gonna try get him down.
Go for it.
So I'm gonna try fast dissonant whispers on him. Listen to me. And as I play on my lute, he hears a crazy sound cracking his brain, and he can try rolling a wisdom save.
Yeah, well, wisdom saving throw, that's a 6.
Not
He
so
fails, so he takes 3d6 psychic damage,
Mm-hmm.
and he wants to move as far as his speed allows away from me.
Okay, away from you, that is going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Let's see, he's 40 feet away from this position, so give me a moment. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He is pretty far away now. Let's see, let's put you guys
He
all
takes
the way.
10. He takes 10 psychic damage.
Takes 10 points of psychic damage, very well. Let's see, he's 10 feet away from
I want
this
to use
point.
my.
5, 10, 15,
Okay.
25, 30, 35, 40. He's all the way over there, which you guys can barely see. But that move before it comes to a stop. Okay. 10 points of psychic
I want to
damage.
use my. Yeah, I want to use my bonus action to grant someone a bardic inspiration die, and this time I want to give it to. Who wants it?
Who do you
Someone
grant it to?
who-
You're the one giving it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, but yeah, I don't know
Your
who can
choice.
use it.
Everyone can basically use
Well,
it.
Utsil still has to go this round, so I grant it to Utsil. You can
very
use
well.
it on your attack rolls.
Utsil. After that, Angie, it is your
I don't
turn.
think
What do you
I
wish to
reach
do?
it.
You see now the monkey run ahead of you, which is the direction you were going, but he is 40 feet further than he was before.
I mean, I will run.
Where? You can either
Um,
run back to where you came from.
I mean, is he running away or is he like
He
coming
ran away
towards us
for a
again?
moment, but the moment he gets about 40 feet away, he stops and turns back around.
Firebolt.
Alright. Very well. Firebolt. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
That's a 20. Unnatural.
20 does hit.
It does 5 damage.
Right, 5 points of damage. Very well. With that, another bolt hits the fur. Some of the fur scorches away, leaving this large mark of pinkish skin.
That's all I do.
Okay, very well. After NG Zira, it is your turn.
Well,
Creature's pretty far away right now.
How far?
From you, it is currently 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55 feet away from you.
Well, then I will acid splash it.
Acid Splash, very well.
What's
It's a dexterity saving throw
Yep.
with a DC of 14. He rolls a 15. So
Lovely.
as you lob the acid, it splashes across the ground as the Gorillion kind of moves around it and is intent on running back towards where you guys are.
Oh boy.
And Utsil standing there up front on his own.
Fun times.
Right.
Very fun times.
After Zira, Utsil, it's now your turn. You see the monkey, he's ready to come back. But you're standing there kind of on your own.
Yeah, I will walk back towards George, stand next to him.
You once again go over there and stand next to George.
Drink my greater healing potion.
You drink your greater healing potion as a bonus action.
How much is that?
That's 4d4 plus 4.
44 plus 4. For 17 health, which I really needed. That's 2, 3, 4, that's 14 plus 10. That's.
Is there anything you want to do with your action?
I want to hold action on my on one swing with my
Very well. After Utsil, George, it is now your turn. What do you wish to do?
Well, hits on the old anvil as a spark flies on a dexterity saving throw for a sacred flame.
Another dexterity saving throw for a natural 20, 23.
Yeah, that will make it just about.
And as the radiant energy just flares there, no effect as the gorilla starts moving back towards you.
Yeah, I think I'm good where I'm in. So,
okay,
stay there. Yep.
Very well. On his turn, the monkey is gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and then it will dash to try and get to more flank around this side. To kind of rush in from the side. But that does mean his action is to dash, and Utsil, your reaction triggers to go ahead and make your held attack.
How bad does it look though?
That's a 12 to hit.
It's not looking terribly. But it has been through quite some combat. It seems to be a bit bloodied right now.
Okay.
Utsil, go for it.
It's a 12 to hit, so that won't hit, I think.
12 does not hit, though you are inspired, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah, that's... Oh, I forgot. That's still D6, right?
That's a D6?
Yeah.
So that will be 17 to
17
hit.
Does hit.
Oh, shit.
Nice!
For 5 damage.
Man, it's 5 points of damage, another crack against this monkey's arm. Monkey not looking too well at this point. Alright. After Utsil. No, Utsil did his reaction attack. Sorry, Bree, it is your turn. You now with this monkey much closer to you.
Yeah. I want to put away my loot and grab my barrel sprite rapier.
And the barrel sprite again.
And I want to walk around Zira to stab my rapier onto his foot.
Very well. You sidestep and step towards the creature, getting closer to its feet. Let's see. Oh, you only get closer. Okay, very well. Go ahead and make an attack roll against it. To try and stab it in the
20.
Foot.
Not natural, but 20.
20 does hit.
Nice. Okay. And I'll roll for the damage. It's a 7 damage. 7
points
hits.
of damage. You jam the rapier through the foot for a moment. It takes a moment and jerks it back again before you pull out the rapier. There's this solid hole through the entirety of the foot. That did not look well. Monkey's not looking too good at this point, and he's kind of just looking around, regretting some of his decisions. After that, it is going to be Angie's turn. So, Angelina, what do you want to do?
Firebolt.
Alright, another firebolt. Go for it.
How original! That's an 18.
It's almost like stab.
And your spell slots or something?
18 does it. Does it.
They're all gone.
3.
For 3 points of fire damage. Okay, yeah. Another scorch across the skin. Again, monkey's not looking for... It's not too happy about that. But that did some damage. Is there anything else you wish to do?
Nope.
Hey, very well. After that, after Angie's turn, Utsil, it is yours. Now, once again, the creature has come into your range.
Hey!
Sorry, Sierra, it is your turn first. You're a bit off on the initiative order here, so... Sorry, skipped over your name again.
I'm watching you.
But it's good that you're
But I will shoot it with the good acid, not the splash, but the acid.
The acid gun.
What? Yeah, the acid gun, the acid spray.
And
I have advantage, which I very much like.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 24 to hit, so...
24 does hit.
10 points of damage.
Very well. Another 10 points of damage, another massive acid splash just in the skin. The monk just kind of looking around anxiously. It's not doing well. But Utsila, this is your turn after that.
Oh shit, let's go. I will move to flank it.
Okay.
Just-
You move to flank it, eventually getting on the other side of Zura.
And try to hit him twice.
Go for it.
So, the first time, that's a 25 to hit
25 hits.
for 7 damage.
Yeah, how do you want to do this? It have 1 hit point left. How do you want to do that?
Nice. I will jump on top of him and then just hit him across the head. Just like
As Utsil skits around, he quickly jumps up on the back of this creature, gets on top of the head before just hitting it on the head a couple times before it hits the ground with a heavy fall. Some leaves scattering in every direction. Once again, all of you take a breath. As the creature is definitely dead.
Nice. No undead?
No one dead this time.
Nice.
Time to investigate!
George's
Yay!
soul is back.
Go ahead and make an investigation check, Zira.
23.
23. It's a big monkey. That's about it.
Cool.
It's just a big monkey.
Always investigate bodies.
You all lay there, breathing heavily for a moment. Your first trip to the jungle was quite a mess, and you have definitely found out how dangerous this place can be.
I don't like it.
that was a large monkey.
Oh, Zillion
Yes.
almost. That
Oh.
was bad.
By the way, Zara, I hand Zara 2 empty vials. I had to drink some
Oh,
healing
yeah.
potions.
That's right. I'll give mine as well.
Right, that means you have 3 additional empty vials.
Boom,
Knock
I have
yourself
5
out,
empty
kid.
vials.
Let's head back quickly before any more show up.
Oh, my armor.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you should clean that.
But no running, please.
No.
No running.
Yeah,
But,
for the record, George, this is the most messed up and the most disgusting your armor has ever been.
Oh,
I
of
don't
course,
have
like,
armor.
This is the second fight he's ever had.
No.
Four-
The
four-
orcs were the first, and then yeah.
Well, you had the
technically
orcs,
for-
and then you had
for-
the big snake person, then you had the skeletons, then you had the kobold, then you have this thing.
It's the
This is like your
second day.
5th.
He has ever
It's the second day.
Second day, yeah.
Second day of adventuring, already regretting his
Nice.
decisions. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
For the sake of brevity,
I was hoping for all of you to be a little bit faster.
for the sake
Have
of
you
brevity.
seen my size?
Well, we
I
made it
tried
out.
to, guys.
We made it out well enough.
Yeah.
Let's head back.
And for the sake of brevity, you all
Yeah.
stumble your way southward, eventually once again finding the tree with the wet red cloth on it. And there you turn left, following whatever goes for a road until you eventually all tired and beaten, but
Dirty.
successful in your mission. Eventually stumble your way into Pomoria Outpost in the later afternoon. Eventually making your way back to the Green Coin Inn where Elkian was already waiting for you. And as he looks at you, disturbed at the sight, he invites you to sit with him. And that's where we'll pick up next week on Saturday for the second session of this campaign. So, with that,
Alright.
that's the end of the first session, guys.
Whoa!
For life.
That was a lot of fighting.
Yeah, it was that you guys rolled some
It
of those,
sure was.
some of those random encounters. Was both of them landed on combat encounters, and one was heavier than the
What?
other. But
Why'd you
Yeah,
put the
guys,
bad
I'm
ones
so
at top?
sorry.
you get.
I'm
you
so
guys,
sorry.
It's okay.
It's
It's
fine.
not your fault. It's the dice room.
You guys got through it in the end. But
Yeah.
We all live.
you all live.
Luckily.
Level 3?
No,
No,
not yet.
Good long rest.
Um,
Yeah,
But-
I'd wish for that.
good job. With that, I would like to thank you all for coming out to play. I hope you guys enjoyed, because I certainly did. I want to thank all of you guys for coming out to watch. We appreciate you sticking around for so long. We'll be back again next Saturday at the same time. We'd love to see you there. But until then, thank you for coming out, and we will see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Letters.
Ooh.